I'm Dan McDowell.
I'm Jake Kemp.
I'm Blake Jones.
Actually, good morning, right? Even in DFW.
I'd smack somebody if they said good morning to me at 11:30. Or want to.
Well, then I won't say good morning, although I might want to be smacked by you. We are not in DFW.
But don't you hate the guy that's like, good morning? Oh, well, not morning anymore,
Actually,
is it?
That's worse. You're right.
Actually, afternoon.
The day flies by, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Do you know my Wi-Fi password at my house? Don't say it. Can you text it to Travis Gafford?
Yeah.
Community Mechanical is over there installing some stuff, and I just let him in.
Mm-hmm.
So they're probably just going through the fridge right now. Whoa! Water and broccoli? Just binging. Anyway, we are not in DFW. We are at Cowboys camp, folks, in Oxnard, California, where the Dallas Cowboys have training camp 2025 this year. We're in the tents on the tennis courts behind the hotel they stay at all week long. And according to our first guest, he is wrapping up a specialist meeting and then walking over with his two friends. So stay tuned to see who that is. Who could we be having on
Terp?
as our first Cowboy guest? It may be Javonte Turpentine.
I had a cool experience yesterday because this doesn't get old to me. I'm in a very lucky position where I am a diehard Dallas Cowboys fan. So I think when I first started coming out here with the ticket as a young man with Bob and Dan, they were already seasoned, grizzled vets. And I was just blown away to be here, and I still kind of have that feeling. But yesterday was like Clayton's first time here. In fact, it was his first time to ever travel west of the Rockies, as he apparently only speaks in Art Bell phone call
That was
terms.
interesting to hear.
Yeah.
A guy his age and I just kind of figured he's been around a little bit.
Yeah, he's been in the professional game for a long time. It just turns out that his particular professional game actually thought the country stopped at the Rockies. But just to be here, I walked in and I was like, dude, at some point you have to be like, this is the most popular sports franchise on the globe. And the NFL is the closest thing to what we have as like a cultural religion in America. And this is the biggest one. And this is like the brains, the heart, like this is where it starts. And it feels like a little bit unassuming because we're at a kind of a spare hotel and these fields are, I play flag football and fields nicer than this at a junior high. So it has like that quaint sort of family feeling to it, but this is like the biggest brand in the world, and this is where it starts. All right, Blake.
Now, so tell us your little story.
Yep.
He played the music for you,
About
so
your little baby.
now it's Blake time.
Yes. I'm not going to tell you much. Second kid. Millions of people do it. It was just amazing the difference in the first time I was so afraid to go home because I enjoyed the nurses coming in to make sure my kid was still alive because I didn't know what to do to keep him alive. This time, as soon as the 24-hour labs came back, I was ready to go.
Yeah.
Because they were in every hour and a half to check his temperature.
You're like, he's fine.
Take his blood.
It's a baby.
Which he was chill until they came in.
Oh, yeah.
To poke him and prod him and just bug the hell out of him. And so once we got home, he was actually able to sleep for, consecutive hour and 2 hours. So it's been way better being home. But I'm of the camp that I will not, I'll go to the lobby in a hotel room so I don't poop in front of you. I'm that nice of a person. And even at home, I'll go to the far bathroom. We're at the closed door policy at home. I don't need to see it. But I thought it was odd that I went to the lobby bathroom to do that when these nurses saw way more of my wife than anyone else should have, and they're used to seeing those kinds of things, but I didn't want them to smell my poop.
Yeah, that is true. That's the one place where that, or if you were in the military and you're like, boy, I don't want these guys to see. It's like they see the worst.
Right. They see the worst of the worst. Yet, I was just even afraid of the courtesy flush.
And they've got the bathroom in the room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I had a nurse walk in on me naked.
She was naked?
Yeah.
What were you doing?
Shower. Like there was a little like half-ass shower in there.
Yeah, I didn't think anyone used that.
And
Yeah, why? You showered at the hospital?
Yeah, I was there for like 6 days.
Okay, maybe. Yeah, I can see that.
What's up, Chill?
You didn't go home to do that?
No. Dude, Clayton
Well, that was a
saw me
judgmental.
doing. Oh, big time. Clayton saw me doing a super Faraday move yesterday. So the media out here, you get free waters. But I think a lot of people just kind of open them up and take one sip.
Yeah.
And then they leave them out. So yesterday I was doing both cleanup and I was dumping. If they were like one sip, I was just dumping their water into my water bottles.
You were cleaning cowboy camp?
Yeah, I was. It should be respected, I think. And there was free water that was just going to go to waste. So I just dumped their backwash into my water bottle, collected 5 or 6 empties.
That makes me think of something about our disgusting setup at the Airbnb. Beautiful house, wonderful everything, except for they have a fridge full of half-used like condiments. Like for instance,
this is a big topic yesterday.
What's wrong with that?
Well, they have like a jar of mayonnaise.
You want a new mayonnaise for every stay?
No.
You want to use a mayonnaise that who knows who else used it?
Well,
I don't even want to use.
Dude, he really set this up for me yesterday. It was like my buddy who one time we were all bitching about our families, and he was like, "Yeah, my uncle, he's a real black sheep. He didn't even call me on my birthday last year." And we're like, "What? This is." And Dan yesterday was like,
well, because I was talking to Matt
"It's
Grimm.
Jeff Kavanaugh, DLLS,
Hey.
Cowboys, DLLS." Dan was like,
I was talking to
Dan
Matt
was like,
Grimm,
these-
who's a really logical, normal
No,
person.
he was talking to me, and he was like,
no, this is before I talked
know,
to you.
I know.
And Matt Grimm, I said to him, isn't this terrible? And he said, absolutely, this is disgusting. I won't use it. It should all just be thrown away and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to talk to Jake about this.
He had an
Airbnb. He'll agree with us.
And he comes in and he's like, "Man, can you imagine at your Airbnb if you just left condiments just in the fridge? Can you imagine someone just using this mayonnaise?" And I was like, "They got fucking mayonnaise in there?
Right.
I've
Can we
been,
get some mayonnaise?" He's
I've been
like, "That's
using the coffee
awful."
creamer in there.
The open coffee, it was like a big coffee creamer? Okay,
Yeah.
no, bad bit.
I
won't even use.
No, nobody's
I
licking
will
the mayonnaise
buy-
out of the jar. It's on a knife.
What do you think they're doing to it?
This is like hotels now have like a big thing of shampoo in there. I'll buy my own little shampoo.
That's ridiculous.
I want my own personal shampoo.
I appreciate that they had shampoo and conditioner and soap all ready for me.
And I appreciated they knew that King White Boy was coming in, and I
if they
put
had
mayonnaise
a
on
bar of
everything.
soap, I would use that too.
It's disgusting, just like I told you last year. The one thing they did right is they put a brand new sponge in the wrapper. So I have a brand new sponge because I told you last year I was buying a sponge for the Airbnb because it was a used sponge. I'm not going to use that.
Yeah. So I only brought one pair of shoes with me because I had to keep some room in my bag for my Xbox.
Dude, I took a picture 20 minutes after he sits down last night. It's hooked up. He's through the first quarter.
So
I didn't even say hi.
Our Airbnb has an old-timey like stand-up video game.
Like,
Yeah,
And it's got a bunch of
Galaga
different
or-
things on it, but it had like Galaga, but it has an asteroids on it, and it's an exact replica. And I'm like fired up because it's the exact same game. Like, you know how you've seen these replica games, but they're kind of off a little bit. It's
Right.
not the same pattern on
Simulated.
the Pac-Man or something, but this is exact. So I'm pitching it to everybody as they come in the house, like, hey, I don't know if you're into it, but that's the exact. And I was trying to pitch it to Blake last night. And he was like really nice. He was being a really nice, like he might tell his grandpa, like how
That's
he doesn't want to do
perfect.
something.
Well, Jake, I'm setting up my Xbox that can play games in 4K. I can play anyone around the world, and Dan's like, "Hey, this is a
Right.
replica."
He's got a
asteroid
VR
right here."
helmet. It's like he's actually on the field and he feels the snow.
No,
and,
look, this is Brandon Aubrey right here. That's
and I'm
it's
like,
exactly what he
But what
looks
about
like.
this game that they invented in 1982?
No, that's cool. Yep, it's cool. It's just the same. I would just rather do anything else. But no, I got to keep up on my my dynasties that my friends are waiting for me on, and then now I can play guilt free. So I thought
gotta
I should
say,
bring the Xbox.
He was breaking it down yesterday, and he's like, "This looks better than any Madden in a long time." And he pointed out that like Tyler Guyton and Tyler Smith and Tyler Booker's bodies all look very different.
Mm-hmm. Whereas
And
before,
you just have like a guard and a tackle, and like kind of they would have like skin shades different, but like you can see now, it's cool.
yeah, all linemen looked alike, all the skill sets, but now I think they did a good job. And you know why? This is the last year that they have exclusivity with the NFL license.
You know what that means, Dan?
I don't.
Pressure brings about innovation. So next year there's going to be a potential other game.
Yeah.
And that's when you gotta. I remember when 989 entered the chat. The Madden games got better.
Yeah, because they had competition. A couple more things. Had a 12:05 flight out here. Got to the airport at 11:27.
DFW or Love?
Love.
That's not horrible. You're flying Southwest.
It's still a little bit of a rush.
It's a bit of a rush, but that's not. It cuts against establish the run guy a little bit.
Wait, 12:05 flight?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
8 minutes before boarding.
that. I thought it was like a 45-minute limit. You can't get there more than 45 minutes.
Oh, I didn't check a
or
bag.
Less than 45 minutes.
That's
So
the
I just
thing.
had my backpack and my carry-on.
Wow.
So I just walked through TSA security or pre-check,
You-
walk straight
that
to
is-
the gate and get in line.
That is where he's a dichotomy.
Yeah, that's
Because he
anti.
will show up really late to the airport.
Yeah. And for me, like, the only reason I'm not, like, super impressed is just because I had a really messy relationship with the airport for a long time. So, like, I've been the last person on a Southwest flight 3 or 4 times.
Well, you don't want to be the last person.
I know.
But you have been.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's looking at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
what
tough.
is this? The drinking air? That's what you're referring to?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I just never. It wasn't. I'm sure it was all related to that, but I just didn't take the airport seriously.
Okay.
It's just like whatever. Like all this stuff they're telling you, I just don't believe it. You got to be here at this time. You got to be here at this time, and that time.
I'm with you on that.
I think it's a little bit much sometimes.
But it is.
But if it goes
to
wrong,
if it
now
goes
you're
wrong,
effed.
I have missed a flight.
Sure.
Because of that.
Sure.
But it's cool to get there early, and you could have a bunch of air conditioned steps.
Honestly, I was hoping that you had heard what happened to me, and you were recording it because it would be another plank on my C. I was always like this. I met a listener at the airport. His name is Riley. He's Daryl and Plano of the Tip Sheet's son.
Whoa.
Who yelled at Norm that Tashard Choice is an idiot. I started talking to him.
Careful, Daryl.
My dad called. I had my headphones
What'd you
on.
have?
I just walked
Choice?
off from my suitcase.
Or Romo.
Oh, wow.
I took my headphones off and I hear, Kristen Kemp at C21, we have your bag. And I was like, oh, shit, I guess I just walked off from my luggage. So I walked back over to the gate, and, I've had my headphones on for like 5 minutes. So the lady's like, your name? And I was like,
We've been
last
calling
name's
you.
last name's Kemp. She's like, you just didn't hear us?
Oh, my.
And I was like, well, no, I had headphones on. And she's like, let me go see if we have it. And I was like, ma'am,
You
I
called
heard.
me.
Like, there's a possibility we don't.
She wanted to mess with me,
Gave it away.
And then I was like, kind of communicating, I don't know that I'm up for this right now. Can you give me my bag? And she's like, all right. But I wanted you to know
Oh, I wish I
that
saw
the
that.
whole airport was hearing,
I
your
didn't hear that.
bag. You've been here 5 minutes. You lost your bag.
So you just wandered off.
Yeah.
Because Jake will wander off and just leave his wallet laying there or his
Yeah.
keys, and he's like, oh, no, man, it's cool. I believe in the earth and the freedom.
Your bag is safer at the airport than anywhere else.
Yeah, where are they going to go?
They're going to take it right to a gate, and then they're going to call you and tell you we got the bag.
Do you want to hear a speakerphone call I made Jake made this morning? We are prepared to do that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what was the scene?
So pretty prepared for the trip out here. Probably doesn't take a genius of a listener to figure out that my head was a little more wrapped around this trip than in years past. I was packed one day early, not the day of.
You're getting to my level.
I think I got all my chargers. I got my vitamins, all my meds, all my protein, whatever. But as we know, they have different laws out here in California regarding stuff you can smoke. And the main one you may know about is that recreational marijuana is fully legal out here. That may make you think, boy, willy-nilly, no laws. They have a very conservative view on the consumption of nicotine. And that extends to both pouches and vaporizers. If you would like to get a nicotine delivery system out here, it's going to taste like tobacco. It's an odd demand that they've made, but I can't get one that tastes like strawberry, melon, mango. And I need it, so I made a phone call.
We're at the stage now where she's getting hit on by the forklift driver.
Hey.
Let's see here. Let's jump up here. I didn't know. I didn't edit this.
I want to hear that.
You still got it. Got the Mexican guy.
Hey!
I could have guessed.
What are you doing?
Hey.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know what I'm doing. All right, here's the phone call.
No, I'll back it up. I want to hear that the first part.
Hey, quick question. So you know how I packed like pretty good and everything, and I packed the mica jacket and all that?
So right away,
Suspicious.
she's
She knows I'm going to ask her to do something.
okay.
She's had to do that before.
Yeah.
I
I
had to overnight the mica jacket.
Yeah.
But you're, so that's why you brought up the mica jacket. You're so proud of me for packing the mica jacket.
Right. Set the bar.
They do not sell flavored vapes out here. So I'm going to need you to next day me a couple geek bars today.
I'm not doing that.
Come on. Just all the ones out here taste like nicotine or tobacco. And what if I start
Well, then do that.
What if I start smoking cigarettes?
Just use the vapes that are out there. That's absurd, Jake. Think about it.
It's a
It's really
small
absurd.
ask. Like, I think it would probably take you 15 minutes to go.
It wouldn't. It's very silly. And think about this.
I mean, I did think about it. That's
I'm
why I was calling
not
you.
doing that. No, it's a horrible habit that I don't think you need to be doing.
Oh, we could go back to the other one.
Oh, yeah.
Shut up! Don't do that.
I remember. Were you,
It's not the first time you've done that.
Recording me.
Well, yeah, of course I am, but I also need these fucking
You're
vapes.
recording me, you asshole.
I also, okay, but seriously though, can I get these vapes?
I'm not providing you deep bars.
All right,
I'm
I'm gonna call my mom. I'll call you later.
Don't do that shit to your mom. No.
Awesome.
Joining us now, they are three men that we think are friends. So some people would say three amigos. Mm-hmm. It is the. Can we just call you guys specialists?
Yeah, that works.
That seems like really like you're above everyone else. Speaking of having a big
Correct.
head. Yeah. These are. It is of course our great friend Brandon Aubrey and his good friends Brian Anger and Trent Sieg.
Awesome. Thanks for having us.
How's it going, man?
It's good. Nice to see you guys out here.
Does this feel weird, like when you introduce your cool friends to your not cool friends?
This
You're
is like
having to kind of try to like.
Yeah, you ever introduce your girlfriend to your friend?
Yeah.
Like, I think I'm getting serious enough that I could have our friends.
This is the test.
Yeah, no, they're good guys. They'll get along. I think you guys are pretty cool too.
Did it take a whole year for
For
this
what?
to happen?
It did.
Yeah.
For this intro? That's embarrassing.
We kept asking him, and he's like, I'm not sure.
Do you have any kids, Trent?
2.
You have a boy?
Yes.
Have you thought about like?
I'm going to make him kick. They get paid way better.
Okay, but there's more people thinking that. We already learned you're a
And no
businessman.
pressure.
Market
Right?
inefficiency.
I mean, Brandon figured it out in like 2 years, so how hard could it be?
the soccer thing, though. You got to have the soccer background there.
Yeah, I guess I don't know if I want to watch him play soccer growing up. So.
And I don't either.
That's
So-
right. I forgot to wear my soccer shirt.
If-
Bring it
Oh, there it is.
See?
Nice TFC representing.
Aubrey on the back.
Brandon Aubrey.
Go all out.
Yeah, I was 32 playing soccer, but I love it.
What if we? What
they're
if we
making
dropped?
them. They're making them different now. Is all I'm saying.
We dropped Brandon in 1960 though, when like
Dude,
62.
they would burn him. They would
62%.
burn him at the stake.
Well, I was going to say
This is a
62%
win.
is the best.
Instant
And then-
Hall of Famer, yeah.
Yeah.
Would he
No,
even
he
make
would
the
be-
team?
They would
if
take him
he's-
to NASA and be like, "Can you get this rocket up here?"
But
Like,
would he make the team because he's doing this little sissy kick from the side?
Oh,
You got to
yeah.
go straight. Have you?
yeah, you're a man. What are
Toe poke this
you
way.
wearing a shoe?
Have you ever toe punched it?
Oh gosh, when
Can
I was
you?
in like 4th grade.
Okay.
Off a kickoff team.
You never just try now?
They used to wear different shoes like that. I'd need like
That block
a square
thing?
toe
Yeah.
to kick that. But with my soccer cleat, no, there's no way you're making.
That's
any
why Tom Dempsey
contact
got surgery.
That-
He cut half his foot off on purpose to make it like a little club.
Even the barefoot guys,
Whatever it
too.
takes.
What about the barefoot punter?
kick-
What were we doing?
Why kick barefoot?
Have you
There's
tried
no-
it?
'Cause the
No,
cleats
there's no
were
reason
terrible.
to. Like you bruise your foot, and there's like absolutely zero reason to do that. I just don't understand.
I
If your
absolutely
choice is
tried
a
it.
football
Yeah.
cleat or a barefoot, I'm going barefoot.
With what?
If I have to kick in a football cleat or barefoot,
Yeah.
I'm going
Yeah,
barefoot.
cleats are
Why?
different. But
Yeah.
there's no way.
The football cleat.
The football cleat has
never
no
tried.
feel on it. There's so much leather between your foot and the ball, and it's just so boxy. There's no way to get
Yeah, that
the proper,
toe is
Yeah,
okay.
I
You
kicked
have
in a-
kicked barefoot then? You've tried?
I learned to play soccer barefoot. It
Ah.
does hurt at first, but you
That's-
you learn.
they say
yeah,
that's
you
good
gotta
I kicked
learn.
in a football cleat in high school because I played wideout as well too, so I didn't wear soccer shoes and it was just fine.
It's just
Like,
fine?
it's okay. It's not that hard. So
Oh.
definitely
All right.
no on the
We got
barefoot.
point
kick.
counterpoint here.
Figure this out.
This is probably a dumb question, but do you
Science.
would you get like an extra serious shot of nerves when it was fake time? Like last year, you had to throw a few, and I just wonder. Like, I assume you guys don't get nervous anymore in your regular gig.
Yeah, is there a tell on the
Unless, yeah.
sideline? Are you warming up? You're
No. Yeah, no tell.
You're over there doing the DAC hip thing with the ball.
The hip
the
twist.
shimmy. Yeah.
Brian Anger warming up for the next punt.
I'd say I get a little more excited. I don't know, maybe a little bit more nervous, but we practice it a lot. We work it out every week, and we're running.
It's just more exciting.
Yeah, more
'cause it's not
excitement.
what we do all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me the ball, coach. Let's go.
So the whole
Go-
unit
go
is kind of
steal a
juiced
play,
up.
gain
Yeah.
some momentum
Yeah.
for the team.
Yeah, we practice it so much to where it should be second nature, and that's where you're just excited to get that completion because that's what we talk about it. Like I've completed I don't know how many 3 or 4 passes in my career, and that's more than some of these stud college quarterbacks that are just awesome. And I was like, never would I ever expect to have completed passes in the NFL. I have a 2-point conversion. Like it's so cool. Next, I hope I can get a touchdown, break one of these plays, but yeah, it's just pretty neat to think about that.
Oh, did you see the Jags kicker? Certainly
Yeah,
did, right?
yeah, that's incredible.
70-yarder?
Yep, and at sea level too, and maybe a little warm, but any conditions, like, that's incredible. There was not visible wind on the shot I saw of it, so that's just he put his nuts through the ball.
We all certainly think you're going to have the longest in NFL history at some point.
Yeah, unfortunately for him,
I like
it
that. Is
doesn't
that the
count.
first time you've heard that, Trent? Or
What?
no? Put his nuts through the ball?
Yeah, I haven't heard
His
that
nuts
before.
through the ball?
Yeah, I love it.
That's
Yeah, just
kind of like
right
you
through.
need all your hips and your it'd be your hips and your ass, but nuts
yeah,
too.
representing your hips and ass is your
Yes,
nuts.
that's
Where
right.
did
in the
you
middle.
hear that first? Is that a Bones?
No, kicking coach.
Okay.
Lightning round, real quick. Do you know their favorite curse words if they mess up or saying? Like, what's Trent Airmail's one? What does he go with? You can edit it.
First of all, I don't airmail it.
Never seen it. Never seen it happen. Brian is something about stupid Cubans. His coach is Cuban, and
Okay.
it's a big story.
I did not come
You're
up with that term. He came up with that term. If I was mishitting a ball, he would say like go back down to 75%, kind of like your golf swing. Like don't try to crush it. The more you swing hard, the more variation you can get.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah. So kind of similar stroke. Like try to start killing the ball, and mistakes are usually glorified, I guess. So tell me like go back to 75%, and that just means like stay smooth, go back to your mechanics, and next ball is a pure ball, just well hit. And he would always say, "Stupid Cubans!" Like, hey, I actually know what I'm talking about. So
Okay.
probably first day in Jacksonville as a rookie, I'm crushing the ball and mishit a couple, and backed off to 75%. And out loud, I said, "Stupid Cubans!" And my coach.
There's
looks
31
at me.
other teams.
Yeah, my coach looks at me, my special teams coordinator, John Bonamego. Bono looks at me and was like, "What did you just say?" And I was like, I had to explain the whole thing to him. He's like, "Why did you just say stupid Cuban?" So I had to tell him why. It's pretty funny.
I was thinking about this last night as a forget guy. So
Which I'm glad you found your credential.
it was in the
Bud.
car. It was under the seat, wedged down in there.
Another tick on your I'm not drunk.
Yeah.
Right. I
checklist
still
or
lost my
another-
credential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm feeling the best I have in years. I'm mentally sharp.
Also, just to prove to Grim that the food thing is not only a booze-related deal, I BOGO'd spicy chicken sandwiches from Popeyes
At
last night.
midnight.
No, it was midnight home time. It was like 10:15 out here.
he told me, Blake this morning said it was midnight here.
There's no way.
I thought
I could check.
my time could be wrong, but I thought it was pretty close to midnight.
No.
So wait. Yes, you
It
ate
was like 10.
Popeyes. You would kill me if I tried to go to a Subway. You're like, you're in California.
Yeah, I know. Subway, the fact that you just put Subway on Popeye's tier, I'm going to act like didn't happen. But your point is taken that it's a chain, right?
And you got it DoorDashed?
I didn't put it on the company card.
I'm just saying, though.
That was not the issue.
It was a buy one, get one. I just happened to see it on the app, and I was like, well, I'll just get a spicy chicken sandwich for today and one for tomorrow.
God, that means he went to the app not quite knowing what he wanted.
I was curious.
You're like a
was
guy
little-
with the TV scroll thing.
Yeah.
Like with the
I was
app.
a little bit hungry and
I'm just
thought,
going to scroll
"Whoa."
through and see if there's anything here for me.
Pretty much. And then I was faced with something that would have really had you quaking in your boots. I needed ketchup, and they didn't send me any, but there was some in the fridge, like a third full bottle of ketchup. Would you have done that?
So I have a story that relates to that from
Okay.
this morning. And it also relates to, it's not just drunk Jake. It's just Jake. Because I'm getting up. I'm on Texas time.
We know. We ate dinner at 3:30 yesterday local time.
That was at 5:30. I thought it was a little late. Well, but by all accounts, everybody else had another meal afterwards, so just call that your late lunch.
Yeah, no, that's
when
how
you're
I'm
eating
thinking
dinner
of it.
with me,
But
that's late lunch, and then you guys all eat a full meal after.
But
No.
we're catering
This guy
to
got
your
Popeyes,
needs.
and I saw him eat half a pizza.
I heated up the
That
rest
guy's
of
an
the pizza
animal.
from the
I don't
night before.
understand him.
And tonight we're going to order.
Matt
we can't
said he went out to get a burrito.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
So, like, everybody is eating again, so just humor me. But anyway, so I'm getting up at
we're
7
humoring
a.m.
you by
I know,
doing
we're
it.
doing what you
We're-
want.
yeah, so
These are the sacrifices.
Well, you
that
don't
we
have to
make.
do what I. Can't I just do a thing alone? Do you have to be with me?
No, but then we get the passive aggressive. Oh, I guess I'll go by myself.
All right.
I
Hey,
do
listen.
not do that. I love
Listen.
to be alone. I go downstairs and I see this. Like, it looked like a wild animal got in the house and tore open this box and then left it laying right there. It's just all messed up. Just the paper that was inside the box is just. What am I living with here? Are we in college? Is this our frat?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, what are we?
He's
Do
ordering
we-
DoorDash at midnight.
Playing video games all
You're watching,
Yeah.
we're
You
watching,
just turned 40 years old, son.
watching
I know.
comedy specials.
Dude, I don't know.
Right.
Like,
You're
I'm-
watching Faces of Death. What are we doing next?
I don't know. I feel like I'm sort of like maturity or whatever, like Benjamin Buttoning a little bit.
I think Dan's a little on edge this morning because I cut in front of his microwave line. Because he put his frozen broccoli in for like 5 minutes.
It's on the label.
Hey,
That's steamed broccoli.
That's just a long time to hog the microwave.
why don't you just put it in the oven?
Well, it's
Take care of it.
It's in a thing. It says steamed broccoli.
Could
and
you put
gotta-
it on a pan?
I don't think so. I think the way it's created is. I don't know.
I put
the
it in-
point is, I do have a microwave down in my level,
You didn't want it to smell?
and I should use that. I'm going to use that from now on because Blake's like, I don't want my food to smell like broccoli.
See, you
an
give, you give
extremely
fake
valid
Jake a nice,
concern.
deep voice that's really masculine.
Yeah, why
do you
did
have to do
everyone
that
want to
for
have
me?
sex with fake
Because
Jake?
he has a masculine deep voice,
No,
and you're you.
No,
I
but
didn't want my chicken to smell like broccoli. So I just
Valid.
took Dan's out, I cut in line,
dude, I'm
and then I
fighting this
replaced
battle
it.
at home big time because I air fry frozen broccoli in the morning, and everyone is angry.
Because of the smell?
Yeah.
Boy, you should come over to my house and do it. I love it.
Y'all will
I
have
want
a
to
great time.
Put a little fan. I wanted you to air fry it and put a fan behind that on me as I'm like do it at 6 a.m. so I can wake up to that. Oh, others want to wake up to that smell of bacon.
God, that's so gross.
This is Jesse Holley.
Hey guys. So
By the
I'm
way.
always,
From
I respect it.
DLLS,
yes,
correct?
yes.
Are you guys staying in an Airbnb together?
We are.
Are they disgusting as these guys are?
No.
Okay.
Jeff cooks. He cleans.
We got a guy who cooks.
Yeah,
that helps.
he's very domestic. Clarence is never there. He's always
moving
That's
and
great.
shaking.
he's outside. Clarence is outside, and our producer John Anderson. John is very isolated. He's very isolated. He's like either in his room on the computer doing technical stuff, or like in a corner in like the dining room area.
But I remember, getting to sit down with you at Newberg's thing and hearing about everything that happened in that season when when everything happened. And could you kind of retell what happened there with you make the plays in the game? Was it Dez out?
Dez was out.
Dez is out.
Miles got hurt.
And so, you proved yourself there, and then what happened after that? I know it's a painful story, but I feel like to be honest with you, I think a lot of people, my brother worked in the NFL for a little bit, right? But on the edges, and I think a lot of people don't know, they know how it is for guys at the top, but I don't know if they know the human ups and downs week to week of guys on the margins.
Yeah, no, 'cause when you're a guy like me, you're always fighting for a chance, right? Everything, every day. This is why, you come out to training camp and you see some of these guys. I was floored. I'm like, all these guys didn't play in this preseason game. I'm like, who the hell are these guys that think they don't have to play in these preseason games? But you're always fighting for a chance, always fighting to prove yourself, always fighting this uphill battle, which, cool, fine, I make a great living. I'm playing a kid's game, getting paid a boatload of money to do so. But in that particular season, Dez had went down. We had week 2. We had played the Jets on 9/11 in New York.
Yeah.
Right? It's this big game, and Dez gets hurt in that game. He has a deep thigh. And this is the game that at the end of the game, we lose the game. Dez and Tony aren't connecting on a route. Rivers interception.
I remember that.
Closed the game out. Yeah, Tony took credit. Tony took the blame for it, but let's just say it wasn't Tony's fault. Anyway,
that happened a lot.
Yeah. Anyway, and so the next week we come into the game. We're playing the Niners in San Francisco, and Dez is not practicing, and I'm now in the rotation. I'm in the mix here. I'm in 11 personnel, and at the time it was Dez, it was Miles Austin was on that team, and Kevin Ogletree and Dwayne Harris, and so. But I'm in the mix, right? And I'm getting excited because. And here's a look into the nature of behind the scenes is you don't wish injury on anybody, especially your own teammates. You're also not mad when it happens in your position group. I'm just telling you the truth. If you're a guy who's trying to get up in there, you're like, man, I don't want nobody to get hurt, but
it's
if
not.
You can't go this week.
The way I think of it is you're still about the team. You think you can help the team.
Yeah.
So it's not a selfish thing of me instead of him. It's I think I can help.
So when Dez is battling this deep thigh contusion all week long, I'm like, yeah, young fella, take another week off if you need to. You know what I mean? I'm like, take the week off if you need to. And so it's a game time decision, and he doesn't go. Right. So now I'm like, this is great. It's me, Miles, and Kevin Ogletree. I'm in there in 11 personnel. We run a ton of 11 personnel. And then leading up to the game, I'm standing in the training room, and Kevin is on the table getting his ankles taped, and we're just going over some last-minute things. I'm like, hey, Kale, don't forget, hey, when we go to this personnel, you're going here, I'm going there. But when we go to this personnel, we're switching back to this and that.
Because you guys were both inside-outside?
Yes. Yeah, so we're just making sure on certain things that, we were straight. And then Coach Rob walks up, wide receiver coach at the time, and as if I'm 6'3", 220 pounds, 15 pounds at that time, as if I'm not standing there, he walks up and he talks to Kevin Ogletree and he goes, hey, KO, when we go to this, you're going here now. When we go to this, you're going here now. And I'm sitting there and I'm listening to it and I'm just like, wait, that's where I go in these things. So if he's going there, where the hell am I going? And Coach Rob just walks away, never says a word to me. And then I'm like, Coach, he's like, oh, yeah, Dwayne's going to go there, Dwayne Harris. And I'm like, what?
I'm the one.
I'm like, what happened? I was in the, and now I'm back regulated to the sideline again, and I am livid to the point where I am actually crying angry tears in the pregame. And thanks God for John Kitna. He comes up to me and he goes, do you get a uniform today? I said, yeah, but it's not the same. He goes, listen, enough with the crying. He goes, you got a chance to make an opportunity. You have an opportunity to make a play today. Somehow, some way, Don't worry about it. So we go through first quarter, second quarter, and the game is back and forth game. It's a good game, right? But the whole time, Dwayne can't line up right. He's lining up in the wrong spots. He doesn't know where he's supposed to go. Now, this was happening in practice. I don't know why they thought it wasn't going to happen in the game. It had been happening in practice. So we finally get to the point. Tony goes out, right? We later on find out it's a broken rib and punctured lungs. John Kitna comes in, makes a couple plays. But then we get to the fourth quarter, and sure enough, break the huddle, Dwayne lines up in the wrong place. We got to bang a timeout because he has to go figure it out where he's on the other side. We bang a timeout. Jason Garrett is livid. And I'm standing right next to my coach, but I can hear him screaming, "Get him the out of the game. That's it. Get him out." And so coach goes, "Jess, go in." I'm like, bet. So go in, and people remember the big play, like at the end of the game, but people
had a read.
Right. But people forget that there were
like
two slants. There were two slants that we had to run on key third downs to keep the drive alive to get to the to field goal in overtime. And so I make these plays, and then we go to overtime. And overtime come, and Tony is like killing. He's like hurting. He could barely talk in the huddle, and I'm standing right next to him. And Jason Garrett called 585 Harveys. It was a staple route that we ran. Everybody knew that we ran. It was a stupid route. Everyone hated it, but it was a part of Jason Garrett's offense. And so it comes in, and Tony, he looks, and he kind of goes, F it. Let's go win this game. And he called the play called Z Poker. And what was special about Z Poker was only Miles ran Z Poker. Let me back up. Before we get to overtime, we're in the fourth quarter, and I catch a slant. Miles catches a play, and he makes the first down. And he comes back to the huddle, and he goes, "I'm done." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like, this is happening in the huddle. I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "My hamstring is shot. I'm done." I'm like, "You can't be done. Like, what are we going to do? No Dez, no Miles? What are we going to do?" He was like, "You'll have to figure it out because I can't run anymore."
And in that 5.85, is he running the 8? Is he the one that you need to push deep? Yeah. Wiles? Okay.
Well, yeah. Like, he's in that. But, like, so fast forward, we get to Z Poker. Z Poker is a Miles Austin route. It is a special play for Miles. Only Miles runs it. He's the only one that practices it. Like, it is a Miles. The reads are in that play. When you hear Tony kill the play when he goes kill. He kills it to the Z Poker. It was a run play. Kill the Z Poker if we got the right look. He kills it to Z Poker. The reads in the Z Poker is Miles 1, Miles 2, Miles 3, throw it out of bounds. Like, that's the read. It is a all or nothing play for Miles Austin. And we break the huddle, and I'm like, wait a second, I'm the Z. This is coming to me. If we run Z Poker, this is coming to me. And sure enough, you see Tony go kill, and I'm like, oh, this is coming to me. Funny note, I got a chance to watch the premiere last night of the Gambler and the Cowboys, and I left there, and I was just like, I wanted to like stand up, like you guys remember Coming to America, the first Coming to America, when they're at the St. John's game, and he's like, yes, in the face. I wanted to stand up because if you remember back to that NFC Championship game in '92, Alvin Harper is running. Michaels goes, I'm running that route. Harp, you go over here, and he goes to Alvin Harper. He got run down too in San Francisco.
Okay, fantastic.
So I'm like, yes. I'm not the only one that got run down. Look at Alvin Harper got run down in San Francisco just like me. Talk about that. So yeah, I want to be like, in the face. It's not just me.
You should have.
I know.
What was it like in there last night?
Amazing. The very first thought that I had after watching that, I said to myself, damn. He did it again. He did it again.
What, reeled you back in?
He don't miss. He doesn't. Jerry Jones doesn't freaking miss. The way that and we're all, I think we're all, I don't know about you, look a little young. Mm-hmm. How old are you?
34.
Okay.
I'm 40. He's 49.
So we're in the age group to know everything that happened in 1992 in the NFC, right? You've been around long enough to know. You know the outcome of the game. You know the plays that happened in that game. You know who played in that game. You know everything about the game. But the way, like, so we watched. We went right to episode 3. Episode 3 sits in the 1992 NFC Championship game, Cowboys, Niners, that whole thing, and so. the way that they're talking and the way that they shot it is you hear from Bill Romanowski. You hear from Jerry Rice. You hear from Steve Young. You hear from
Eddie DeBartolo?
Eddie DeBartolo. You hear from the head coach with Seifer. Then you hear from Michael. You hear from Emmett. You hear from Troy. You hear from Charles. You hear from Jerry. You hear from Jimmy. Right. So they're playing this scene, and it's the dominant Niners versus the upstart Cowboys. And you're hearing it from both sides, right? You're hearing Steve Young talk about, man, it's 1992. I'm the MVP of the league, but Joe Montana is healthy now. He's on the sideline, and he's ready to go. Talk about pressure, right? And Jerry Rice and Bill Romanowski talking about, man, it's one of the most physical games I've ever played in, and then Michael and Emmett, and it is. But then as they reel you in, you're on the edge of your seat, it cuts. And it goes back to like 1960. And it talks about Jerry at Arkansas and him and Jimmy being teammates. And it cuts again to him, borrowing $800,000 to drill in an oil well that led to $100 million, and some family stuff, and how he was a shoe salesman and pizza and RV mobile homes and all that kind of stuff, and how he almost got into bed with Jimmy Hoffa, trying to buy the San Diego Chargers. But it's like, it's taking you in this game, and it's like you're there, and you're hearing these intense back locker room conversations about what's happening, though you know the outcome of the game and how this stuff played out. The way that they cut it, the cinematography of it was chef kiss, and you're hearing the nostalgia. You're hearing Pat Summerall. You're hearing John Madden. To me, I'm like, this is the essence of football, right? You're hearing Pat Summerall, Emmitt Smith, he plows ahead. It's like John Madden's like, whoa, hey guys. And I'm just like, damn, this is what I grew up on. Yeah. This is the essence of football when you're hearing these names. And of course, you hear Michael talking, Emmett talking, Dion talking, all these guys, the passion that they're talking about, and hearing it now from the Niners perspective. And the way that they did it, man, I left and I said, damn it, Jerry did it again. Freaking did it again. He got it. This is going to be I'm telling you, if you know anything about Jesse Holley, and I know what people are going to say, I am not a carry the water dude. I'm not a company man. I say what I want. I say when I want to say it. I don't care what network. I work on the Dallas Cowboy Network, and I say what the hell I want.
They seem to be okay with that.
I get called to the principal's office every now and again when I get a little bit too much in depth. But that's who I am, all right? And so this is not me doing this whole PR carry the water for Jerry Jones. I'm not. I'm just like the rest of y'all. I'm tired of the bull. I want to see victories. I want to see wins. I want to be a part of it. I want to go and cover a Super Bowl, right, in my adult life when I'm a part of the media, while I'm still here. So I want them to win, and I don't think they're close to us seeing that. But I said, damn it, he got me again. And this is, I'm telling you, it's a 7-part series. You're going to see one part in another episode where they take you to the owners' meetings. And, when the whole Jimmy and Jerry thing really, and he says it in there, and he's like, stay right here because you're about to see I'm about to fire this mother. And then it cuts off. I'm telling you, like, you're going to see.
Have you seen them all?
I've seen just about all of them. I've seen a lot of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen, there's 7.
So
I've
you're
seen
saying
4.
Jerry has done it again as far as putting out something entertaining that we're all going to be sucked into, kind of like Fourth and Long. For people who don't know, it's a reality show. Michael Irvin hosted it, and they had a bunch of players come in, and the winner of the show gets an invite to training camp.
Yes.
There are
Right.
a limited
Nothing guaranteed.
Invite. Correct.
It is a limited.
But there's a limited number of
Yes.
players who can be invited to training camp, and Jerry worked it out with Michael and said, you know what, I'll give you the last one. Was it 90?
80.
80.
80.
So number 80 you can have. The guy's not going to make the team, whatever. Number 80 probably never makes the team anyway. Right. It doesn't matter, so we'll do this bit.
Right.
But it's still amazing that it was done. Okay,
No,
sorry.
and
now
so,
the
like,
backstory.
the numbers to it all.
And this is 2009.
2009, right? So at that time, I'm out of the league. Let me just give you my backstory. I'm out of the league. I am broke.
You had little training camp cup of coffee or what?
Had
you ever
No,
played?
I did my rookie season in Cincinnati.
Okay, so
I
you
was
played in the NFL.
Yeah, I was on a practice squad in Cincinnati for like 10 weeks. And I got released like in November.
Okay, so you had never been on the regular roster.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. But this is it. So I'm there in 2007 in Cincinnati, right? And then I spent a little bit of time in the CFL in British Columbia, Canada for the BC Lions. At this point in time, I'm out of the league. I'm broke. And I don't mean rich broke. I mean broke. I'm living on a futon in a friend's back room in Durham, North Carolina. And I'm working as a security guard. Top flight security of the world, Craig. Whistle. Not a gun. I got a whistle and a flashlight. And I'm doing that on the graveyard shift. And I'm working at a T-Mobile in the morning from 10 to 3. So I'm working from 11 to 7. I'm training from 7:30 to 9:30 every day. And I'm working from 10 to 3 at T-Mobile.
You training by yourself?
Me and my high school, my best friend.
Okay.
He's still living in North Carolina. We went, and when I tell you this is rundown, this is some Rocky One type rundown. The equipment in this gym was, if other gyms were renovating and throwing away equipment, they went and picked it up. And they duct taped it. Like, you're doing lat pull downs and the wire is like, I'm like, this is going to break any moment now. Any moment now, someone's going to pull this thing down and they're going to crack their forehead wide open. But the membership was like $6 a month. It was a tape on the back of the benches. It was run down. Pillows, because they don't have any more cushions. It's all I could afford.
Yes.
They did auditions in 5 cities. They're 4 cities, but they did 2 in L.A., they did 1 in Dallas, 1 in Ohio, 1 in Orlando. And I went to the one in Orlando, and I'll save you the backstory actually how I got to Orlando, but even that's a miracle. And so I do that, and then I get a call to go to California to do another audition.
I'm sorry, I don't want to take these parts of the story for granted.
Yeah.
What's the audition in Orlando like?
So what they want you to do is a 2-day audition. They want you to come in, and they want to see you on camera. And so they want to have you in this room and to ask you questions and see how you are in scenarios on camera. And then the other one is like an on-the-field tryout. Like, they want to see you move, like run routes and do things like that. It was receivers and DBs. And so that's what the 2-day event was about. But when I got there, the producer, who was familiar with who I was, said, he goes, I know that you can play. So you don't have to do the other audition. I want to see what you are on camera. And
they don't want a real boring.
Right. They want someone who's going to be able to carry a show, on camera. Imagine this. This is how they do it. And when we get to California, you're sequestered in your room. You cannot leave. You cannot go anywhere. If you do, you're automatically eliminated. You're in this room by yourself. You do not know the day or time that you're going to be leaving, where you're going, who's coming to get you, nothing. Right? Then your phone rings in your room. And they go, come down to room 103. So you come down to room 103, and there's chairs like this sitting in there. And there's a camera, and there's nobody in the room.
It feels very like Hostel or Saw.
So they come in there, and you sit down, and all of a sudden you hear like a voice, like God. Is like, do you think you're the best receiver here? I'm in a room by myself on a show about football. What do you think my answer is going to be? Absolutely. I can't tell you who's in. I don't know who's here. I don't know who's here. Nobody knows who's here. And so they ask you a couple questions, and they're asking these different scenarios, whatever, and then they send you back to your room. Maybe 5 or 6, 7 hours go by. They call you back down to this room.
Hours? You're just
sitting.
You got
in
to
your
stay
room.
there.
You got to stay in your room.
Getting off Fire Romo tweets.
You know what I mean? and so you come back down, but this time, now when you come back down, there's a random dude who you have no idea who he is. He's in the room. And they ask the same question. Who do you think the best wide receiver in this room is?
So wait, you're sitting next to a guy now?
I don't know who he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they'll go, and I'm looking at him, he's looking at me, and I'm like, me. He's like, why do you think you're the best? I'm like, I run the best, da da da. And then they're like, so do you think he's the best? And the other guy's like, hell no. And so now I'm looking at this dude, he's looking at me, and I'm like, you don't? And he's like, I don't. And then they'll go, you can go. And then you're in your room, and then they'll say, hey, we're bringing dinner's at this room. And then you'll come down and get your dinner, and then you'll go back to your room. And then you come down again, and there's 3 guys in the chair. 3 different dudes. They're not the same guy that you saw earlier.
So now same thing?
Now it's like, can any of these guys cover you, Jesse? I don't know if they're DBs or not. But I'm like, they don't have a shot in hell. And they're like, oh, I'll lock you up, da da da. So now this whole mind thing is happening, and we don't even know what's happening. We don't even know what's happening.
Thinking, is this the reality show?
I'm
Am
thinking,
I already on it?
But you're asking me a question. What do you want me to say?
Yeah.
Right? I'm trying to get on this show, so my answer is going to be a
answer
confident.
Whatever you think that they want.
It's going to be a confident answer. Now, it just so happened, I truly do believe this. I truly believe I was the best one there. I truly believe none of these dudes could. So you go through all this, and then you're there. We're there for 6 days. And it's 6 days of this. Locked in your room. You leave. You go do. We went to do a psych test.
Did you have to pay for the porn block in the hotel or the 8-hour? If you're in the room all day.
Yeah, you're in the room all day.
Yeah.
And this is the mental gymnastics that they're playing with you. You leave, and then you go do like a physical, like EKG, all that kind of stuff. Like you go do all of this, and then you go back to your room. And you're in there for hours, and then they pop you out. They'll put you in this room, and they'll ask these questions, and it's different people. We're doing this like 5 or 6 days, and then we go back. And so now we get a call that
you're back in North Carolina.
I'm back in North Carolina, and now they get a call and say you've been one of the 12.
How long was the show?
2.5. The show we were 2.5 months, and we lived. People don't believe this, but this is the honest to God truth. We lived in the Cotton Bowl.
Like you slept at the Cotton Bowl.
In the Cotton Bowl.
And this is not. You got to know the Cotton Bowl.
I got to be
not
honest.
Jerry World.
No,
the Cotton Bowl is a beating. It
is a huge beating.
It's a dump.
But there was a time when I was a kid where that would have been like the sickest thing in the world to me.
Yeah, not air conditioned.
Shit, I'm at the Cotton Bowl.
They put like they makeshift. Like they made walls, right? So like the locker room was the locker room, and they put a wall up. Talk about filth. The locker room / our kitchen.
Yep, probably passing code,
right?
For sure.
Then they put a wall up, another wall, and then it had like a TV room. It was like a couch. It was like a foosball table. There was a TV that we were not allowed to watch. Go figure. And then there was another. Then there was another wall where the bathrooms are at, where our beds were, and we slept 6. We slept 2, 2, 2. So if a dude farted, he was right on top of you. Man, I've never been to jail. I have no future plans of going to jail. But that 2.5 months just being isolated, like the way it plays on your mental, and then having to always be on. Like imagine every single day you're competing with, because naturally I compete against DB. DB compete against wide receivers. That's natural, right? That's the circle of life. But I'm also now competing against another wide receiver because he wants my spot. So I'm competing here, I'm competing there, and I'm competing here. And then Michael and God bless Joe Alvazano and Bill Bates are the coaches. And it's a constant. And Michael is literally trying to kill us. Not making this up. There were several times when we were shooting where the producers had to come out of the truck and like, hey, listen, you have to stop because someone's going to die. The way that he had us. We had one episode where we were running, I'm not lying, for 7-8 hours straight. It started with like this long run, and then he wasn't satisfied, so we did 110s, but we did 110s, then we had to do 110 with parachutes, then we had to run up and down the Cotton Bowl Stadium. It was like guys were having full body cramps, and like someone can die here.
There wasn't like a medical.
Yeah, we had one on there. Okay. Yeah, her name was Holley. Okay. Yeah, she was there, and she was like, "Hey, you got to stop," and he's like, "Run him again." Be honest with you, the nicest person to me, initially. DeMarcus Ware.
I'm not surprised by that.
I was sitting by myself eating in training camp, and he came and sat down at the table I was sitting at. And he's like, "What's up, bro?" I'm like, "What's going on, man?" He's like, "Why you always eat by yourself?" I'm like, "Oh, I really don't know nobody." You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to come in and make friends. I'm trying to make a team. And he's like, "You're a part of this team now." He goes, "As long as you're here, you're a part of this team. Get to know people." And he was like, and at that time, I don't even know if I knew how like DeMarcus Ware was like, but this is DeMarcus Ware, right? Like, and he was one of the nicest people. But the thing that people respected about me, it wasn't that I was this uber talented dude. I worked my tail off every single day, and I would tell dudes like the plays, because how sometimes they want you to kind of brother-in-law in training camp, like, "Hey, bro, don't go too hard on this rep, da da da." And I would tell guys, listen, for every rep that you don't want me to take off, put $5,000 in my locker before practice. This is the money I'm gonna need when they cut me. Like this is literally because what's the worst that can happen? We fight. okay, let's fight. Like, if you're upset that I'm going hard, then that's a you problem. To them, I was just a guy that came in on, here's Jerry doing Jerry things again, and he's a reality TV show guy, and this thing comes in. Jason wanted to cut me after week 1. I know this for a fact. Coaches told me this.
Back then, you did cuts throughout.
You did cuts weekly.
Right.
Like, there was like, you got through training camp, and then you did a cut. You got through training camp, you did a cut. And he wanted to cut me, like, after a week, and bring back the guy that they had to cut to get me on the roster. And they saw me, and they was like, wait a second. And Wade Phillips, and shout out to my guy, Joe D. Camillus, who's the special teams coach, was like, wait a second. Now, like, this guy's got some, he's big, he's strong, he's fast. Like, this guy's got something. Like, let's just see what it looks like.
So it wasn't just a directive from Jerry, like, hey, my reality show guy's got to make a couple of cuts.
No, for Jerry, it already worked out.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were the number one, like, our show at that time was on Spike TV. We were the number one show on Spike TV. So the pub had already, Jerry had already won. He had got the $1 million worth of free publicity.
Okay, so if this was
already.
this day and age, it'd be good because you don't cut throughout, and you would have got a lot of preseason playing time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But then you're saying Garrett doesn't even want to.
Jason Jared
look at you.
He didn't give me a playbook until I got to San Antonio. This is when training camp was in San Antonio, then in Oxnard. So I didn't get a playbook until I got to San Antonio. So I didn't know. So Joe Avazano and I used to sneak into Valley Ranch. And we would, I won't give the guy a film name who did this because he still works for the Cowboys. But we had an inside dude who would sneak us in, and at that time he was like an intern, and he was in a coat closet, like this, like not even a quarter size of the room that we're sitting in right now. This tent, and he just cut up film all day long. That's all his job was: cut up film, cut up film, cut up film. He snuck us in. We would sit in that coat closet for 8-10 hours a day, and I would watch every practice, and I would watch every meeting because they did installs, and I hand wrote down every play that Jason put up in the install. That's how I had a somewhat vague familiarity of what the offense was.
God.
And who, because he's just like, he's not a part of this team. And like, yeah, what kind of he is? He's like, no, he's not.
Well, I got to imagine Shoddy
it.
would have had you going to dinner with effing.
Yeah, I would have been one of the guys.
Because it feels like that's a big part of.
Yeah, and so
Shoddy's game.
Jason wanted me going after the first week, and Will and not Will, Wade and Joe D was like, wait a second, and I remember like talking to Joe D, and he was like, if you're going to be a part of this thing, special teams would be the way that you do it, and he's like, give me everything you got, and I was like, okay. But the two things that Patrick and Sam gave me, Patrick Creighton, he said, listen, he said, I know Coach told you to learn Z, learn everything.
Yeah.
He said, learn everything. He said, remember, he said, when Coach, he says, here's what I want you to do. He says, let's just say, for an example, Roy runs 3 go routes, and he's tapping his helmet because he's tired. When Coach turns around and says, I need an X, you don't want him to look at you and say, he only plays Z. Right? And you don't want to be out there like, oh, I only play Z. He said, you want to go out there and play X. Now,
that's a lesson for everything in life.
Yeah, he's like, will the ball come your way? Probably not. But what Coach will go is, damn, I didn't tell him to learn Z. I didn't tell him to learn X, but he knows X. He went out there and he executed it, right? So he said learn everything.
Little tiny things that
And he said learn everything. He said, because what's going to happen is someone's going to get injured. Someone's going to get tired.
Miles Austin's going to get hurt.
Right.
You got to run it.
You know what I'm saying? And so I did. And then Sam was like, he's like, listen, bro, you want to stick
around? Get your weight up. Don't you listed out the 10 crack commandments. 1.
Yes, his own supply. Never sell no crack where you rest at. I don't care if they want an ounce, tell them bounce. And then Sam was just like, Sam should have told him. Sam did tell him to bounce in the restaurant. The FBI agent kept pressuring him to take the cocaine.
Are we going to get an HBO show?
We should.
Do you actually have opinions on that? Like, you seem to just have, you've thought about this. Like, he got played a little bit?
Well,
is it entrapment?
It was. That's why he didn't do life in prison.
Oh, I didn't know that was actually part of the sentencing.
Oh, yeah. That's why he only did like the time that he did, and he didn't do 100 years.
He's out.
Sam's out.
You keep in touch with him?
No. So I'll give you a quick Sam Hurst story when I found out like how it all was happening. Sam was still making. Sam was making like 1.9, which is not chump change.
Sure.
But we also found out later that Sam was making $1 million a month. Also,
he was investing.
He was investing in the earth, the herbals, the herbal essence of the earth. But so every off season, where a lot of guys like myself, where we make a ton of money, Like I made a ton of money in the offseason going to do these charity things, right? Like you go to Harlingen and you go to Brownsville and they got a golf tournament and they fly you out privately, by the way.
What do you make for one of those?
$5,000.
Okay. And you're doing every weekend, kind of?
I'm doing every other weekend.
Every other.
Yeah, I'm clearing $5,000. Like in the offseason, I'm making $40,000, $50,000. In hey, you go sign an autograph for an hour.
What are you making during the season? Like what's practice squad back then?
Oh, I'm making
like 100.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm making good money. Like I'm not making.
Yeah, but that's just the practice squad. You can make $100,000.
Oh, now it's $200,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's $200,000. It's $200,000
Back
plus.
then it was what? Like I remember it being like 75 or 80.
And that was a little more than that.
Okay.
It was near 100.
But you're thinking then even in the off season, this could end any time. I got to take every opportunity. I'm saying yes.
They're like, hey, come down to the fair, $2,500. I'll be there. Hey, come over here to this. I'll be there. I'll give you $1,500 for an hour. I'll be there. So like at the end of the summer, I'm like, I've made $40,000-$50,000 because I've done these autograph signings that people will say no to, and then you'll have time.
And you're getting better at golf.
I'm not even. Yeah, I'm out there. You're right. So this particular one, we had 3. We would go to like Brownsville or Harlingen and South, because there's a huge Cowboy fan base in South Texas, in the Valley, and so we always flew private, which was odd. We always flew private, and so like these dentists and these doctors would have these charity things for the community: softball, kickball, basketball, golf, and they get about 8 players, 6, 7 players. We come down there. Sam was always on the trip, and I was like, I'm not turning down this money. I'm on the trip as well. And you think we fly out of Addison, and we're on a PJ, and now NFL professional athlete travel luggage is normally a Louis Vuitton, some sort of Gucci, 55, just carry on, right? Like it's standard. It's standard, right? And now it's like Go Yard, or it's still Louis Vuitton, but it's standard. This is what we carry on for our carry-on bags. Now Sam always had 2. Every time that while we were there, we will always have undercover agents with us, always. From the time that we got there, they were
undercover what?
Agents.
Oh, okay.
Detectives, police officers, like.
Oh, all right.
Because we are in, like, don't mistake it not. We're still in. We're in cartel country.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in cartel country. Now, the last thing they want is the Cowboys to get missing in South Texas, right? So we always have, and they would drive us around in the cars that they confiscated from different raids and stuff like that. So we're like big Escalades with rims and all that kind of stuff, expeditions. And so you're just sitting there, and everywhere you should go, you have an agent with you or a couple of them with you. You're just having conversation. So when I came back to speak at the graduation, I had one of the same agents that we had when we were there doing the whatchamacallit. Now when I came back the next time, it was after Sam had gotten arrested. And so the agent was like, he's like, yeah, so like the last 3 or 4 charity events that you guys had, we set those up. Because we knew that they were trailing Sam. Because what had ended up happening was he was cleaning money through a tire shop in Irving. The manager was there, and I again, when I first came here, I needed new tires for my car. They sent me there, and I was driving a BMW, and the tires for that was like, it should have been a couple $1,000. I paid $100. I was like, oh, this Cowboy thing is legit. Mm-hmm. The whole time, the dude who's working with Sam is like cleaning money through this establishment. And then the guy actually gets pulled over in Sam's car, and they find $88,000 in cash. And the guy had like a little bit of weed, but it wasn't enough to be like, oh, but the cops took the money. And Sam was like fighting for the money real hard. It was like, I'm buying my mom a house with this money. And they kind of like, I don't know what made them just tag on to this, but they did. And so they were surveilling. They were doing surveillance when we were coming down there. And the only reason they let it happen as many times as it did, they were of course collecting evidence. But in those type of situations, he was telling me, he said, if we arrest Sam, we have to arrest all of y'all because we don't know who was connected. So what we didn't want to do is we didn't want to arrest Sam and arrest you guys, and now you're in the paper and this stuff because you were arrested for this, and now that messes up your chances of making this football team or whatever it is. So they just let it go. This is the part where the FBI people messed up, because Sam said it in that moment. Yeah, cool, we'll do it, but I don't want this now. They're like, no, take it. He's like, no, I don't want it. You hear him in the audio talking about like, no, we'll meet again. I'm like, no, but here, you take it. And he's like, nah, we'll meet again. I got you. I'm gonna set something up. We'll pick some people. And so they forced him.
Now we're over the line of.
They were forcing him to take it till he finally was like, all right, cool. And they took it, and he walked out, and that's when they busted him. But he had denied it multiple times, and they just kept. And so his lawyer was like, yeah, that's not gonna fly.
Here we now check in with intern Henry, who is back in Texas, wearing a bucket hat.
Andre, A-Dog.
Hawaiian shirt.
If even though I'm not at camp, I thought I could replicate the vibe here.
I like it. I love it, actually.
Bucket.
And he's got his intern Henry birthday of the day.
All right. So today, I have the exact opposite of me, and that's Wide Neck. He's 38. Are y'all familiar with him?
No.
You know, like look up Damn Wide Neck. He's the other guy, you know, there was the long neck kid in like 2016.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So is there an original Wide Neck photo?
Yes.
Okay. He's got 884,000 followers on Instagram.
Because he kind of looks funny.
That's a great bid.
Joining us right off the bat, he's been here many, many days. What day is this for you?
26, I think.
You've lost track. This is John Machota, writer for The Athletic.
Wow. Getting the big hitters.
One of the many hosts of the... Are you the host of the one-star
KT's
Cowboys?
The host. John's the analyst, in my consumer opinion.
I'd agree with that, yeah.
Okay. But I love it. Love the pod.
It's great.
You're just doing them every Sunday these days, or
during the season we'll do them twice a week, but yeah, right now sometimes it's tough to get everybody together on the same schedule. You know,
our buddy Saad Youssef.
Oh yeah,
we booked the members of that podcast who are allowed to appear on our show. No shot, John, but you know,
I understand the business.
Jerry, he's enjoying the twilight of his life, right?
There's no question about that, and I think also for him being around these players keeps him young. You know, if you go off into retirement and you kind of just, even with all of his wealth, you're by yourself and maybe you're rich older friends, I don't think it's the same as, I think for me as I get older, I want to deal with less BS. I think he likes dealing with a lot of it. Like even when it comes to the team, I don't know if he can handle it just being all just solid. I think he needs things to kind of shake things up, and that's kind of why I think the Micah Parsons thing is a part of something that easily could not be a distraction, easily could have been taken care of months before we got out here, but I don't think he likes stuff. You know, the one I always go back to, and it's so random, but it's so hit home for me, is in that Talladega Nights movie, the Ricky Bobby dad part.
Very popular this week.
Yeah, okay, well, the way that the dad, they talk about how like he just can't have everything just go right. He's always got to mess it up. They're at the restaurant together, and everything's going well, and he's like, no, I got to do something to kind of mess this whole thing up. And I think about that with Jerry all the time. I mean, in my time covering him, I started in 2011. I didn't get any of the 90s. You know, I've gotten the last 15 years of, which by the way, I should have been there for. This should have been the good years, because if you follow the Cowboys, 60s getting established, 70s they took off. 80s, drop back down. 90s, crazy again. So you drop down to the 2010 to 20. I should have covered at least 2 or 3 Super Bowls, but it's not happened.
That's a really interesting perspective on Jerry, and it makes a lot of sense. I mean, so what do you think? I mean, the whole thing. I saw, you know, I'm standing there yesterday, and Micah walks by, and I was telling Dan off the air, I was about to shoot my shot and be like, hey, I'm the pizza guy. And I looked up, and everyone over there, maybe you included, was looking this way, filming, or like, tracking Micah.
Yeah, we're complete losers.
I'm embarrassed for myself. I know that you're self-aware enough to be, which is why I love you.
Paparazzi, Cowboys paparazzi.
I'm sitting there the other day, and it's just like, okay, so no jersey today. Okay, no, he's putting the jersey on. And then, like, yesterday, it's like he has the jersey with just one arm in it. Like, I'm going to have the jersey, but I'm not putting this thing on all the way. And I'm like, do I tweet this?
I have to report
don't want
this.
Yeah, I don't want to get sucked into all of this, you know. Honestly, today is such a great example because a popular headline is that whole, I think it's Sportico, just put out, like, the team valuations thing, and now it's got the Cowboys at 12. And I'm like, 12 billion. How do you track that? And Forbes puts one out, like, I feel like it's 2-3 times a year. And I used to tweet it out because it would get a lot of traction, and now I'm just like, I know this beats the fans down. I'm just not even going to respond to any of this, and that's the way I've gotten out here. But to the Micah thing, I am surprised that, and it might be now my most surprising thing from training camp, is that he talked after the first practice and hasn't talked since. That has to be so tough for him. You know, so I sit there and say, I can't see him missing Thursday Night Football, first game of the season in Philadelphia. I can't see him missing that. But I'm like, I also couldn't see him. I never would have said that he would only talk once if he's going to be out here the entire time. So I still think that'll be difficult for him to do, and I don't see him doing that. But I think that's where it goes. I don't think this is getting done before that game.
Clayton was like, hell yeah!
Are the nicest. We've got the best prices at
FlooringDirect.com/DZ.
Do you want an Angelo update? We had one come in last night.
And I stopped Blake in his tracks and said,
I want an Angelo update.
Yeah, so he starts talking last night. He's like, hey, guys, Angelo. And I'm like, what are we doing?
I was just giving you a little taste.
Yeah, well, it was a tasty taste.
But first, I don't know if you heard this morning or not, but I thought we had an earthquake. And, like, I was laying in bed, so I didn't quite, like, feel the shake of the earthquake, but it just sounded like it.
Wow, what time? Was it me just opening the door?
I'm a late sleeper. It's like 7 a.m. local. And then, like, it just got...
Bras up grinding.
Yeah, I know, you're a grinder.
Me and Ethan.
Yeah, I know.
And then it, like...
See the text I sent?
The more I woke up, the more the sound, like, finalized into, like, a boom, 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 boom. And I realized it wasn't an earthquake. It was just Jake walking down the hall.
Since he's been on that TRT, he
walk
with
like
authority.
I don't know, but it's not the first time I've heard it. I just assumed my wife was a bitch.
Are you just a big lumbering?
I'm like, I'm just walking.
You just walk with attitude.
But for me, like,
boom, boom,
I walk around my house and I'm like, I literally can't walk here. I'm not allowed to walk in the house without being like, what are you doing? And now you're telling me Blake's up my ass about it too on the road?
Why do you walk so hard?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Jake's been my alarm clock.
What does that even mean?
Jake is the alarm clock for everybody?
That's insane. I'm
I'm
not that big of a person.
Because you can hear, like, a door open and someone slide through. I'm like, that's probably Matt or Clayton. But I know when Jake is coming.
Well, I'm sorry. Last year it was the kettlebells. Now I can't even walk.
It's the same sound.
Catwalk around the house on my toes.
You don't have to prance around. You just lead with your heel into the ground. So yeah, I was at my computer last night and I got an email because I see when transactions go through on the card, and this one said declined because he's been up against it, and it's
pause. He's up against it even on. Does he have the second amount?
He began the month, or when I got him the card last week,
like August 6th or something.
He had $150 on the card.
Wow.
Last week?
Yeah, because he had saved 50 from the prior month. So
when he lost the card,
right?
He didn't stop spending. He lost the card.
He had been being good about it. Give him a little credit.
He lost the card.
Okay.
He's not good about it.
Okay.
So it said,
annoying. Sorry.
Decline transaction, Temu.
Temu?
He was online shopping.
This is a part he told us last night. I'm like, do not say another word. This guy is out here ordering knockoff Amazon.
Yeah, I don't know what. And it got off to a promising start because he said he bought like a portable charger for his inhaler.
That was at Lowe's.
Yeah, and so I was like, wow, maybe this extra money is doing him well, and it's not. In fact, one charge I wanted to bring you to you, Jake. He went to a creamery downtown, like an upscale ice cream.
No.
And the charge for $12, I think he got a large with like a bunch of toppings on it.
You can tell it's like a Why Hillary Lost ice cream place.
Yes.
Oh no, dude.
But yeah, when I saw the Temu charge, $15.
Obviously, there's no way for you to figure out what it was.
No, it just says declined.
Because I'll tell you, like, are you aware of Temu, Dan?
What is it?
It's just like an online shop. It's Chinese, I think, online shopping. And, like, Rob bought a bunch of stuff. You can get deals, but it's, it's online shopping. But my first thought was that he was just maybe getting, like, some curtains or, like, a blanket you could put around or something. Get that video, Clayton, of the homeless guy from last night's news. I mean, he ordered utilitarian items at Lowe's, right? So I don't think we should just assume his Temu purchase is just him dicking around. But we're watching the news last night, and obviously out here in LA, you're going to hear a lot about the homeless problem. Much like you hear about it everywhere. I think the president is...
Which makes me happy because, as I told you, when I was a kid, I'd see a homeless guy in Cleveland or something. I'd be like, why don't they just start walking west?
Yeah.
Because I always dreamed of living west. And I'm like, if I was a homeless guy, I would walk. What do I have to do all day? I'll get there eventually. Who cares? You'd say, well, yeah, but they'd be in the element. Yeah, well, he's laying there in Cleveland on the 5th Avenue. Why didn't he walk that way and just lay wherever?
I think it says a lot about living in Cleveland that even the idea of being homeless on the West Coast is actually maybe better than even just being in Cleveland.
If you're going to be outside, why be laying in the cold with a losing team?
We talk. Okay, so
homeless.
Out here it's
LA
a problem, but it's also a little more, woke culture, right? So out here, rather than just being like, what do we do at home? Like, get off the street, criminal, right?
Yeah.
Get out of here. Hey, we're rounding you up. Out here, they have to, like, celebrate them.
Is going viral after building a 3-story treehouse later torn down by authorities. Now, you can see the treehouse here. Before it was torn down, it was reportedly built using scavenged materials from a nearby homeless encampment. The treehouse was said to include a mezzanine and an enclosed place to sleep.
It's like the gemstones.
A new treehouse is currently being built.
Started off slowly with a ladder, and then you started seeing a tarp going over it, and then
you see a homeless guy up there.
Full-blown house within the next week or two. He had a house, so he lived up there quite a while. He was up there for a while, but it was a full-blown house. He had everything you needed.
That would be Jake as a homeless guy.
The treehouse builder was not there when we were there, so we could not speak with him. We've reached out to the mayor's office, but have not heard back.
So yeah, out here they're like innovating, and they're like, well, look at this one. He achieved a little something. It's like at home, like Dale Hansen brings you like the high school athlete of the week and gives you their GPA. And
here they have the homeless.
Like, let's get the positive homeless story of the week. This one didn't beat someone with a golf club.
Well, joining us now in the tent, we'll say it's brought to us by Flooring Direct DFW, who's our camp sponsor. It is the great Javonte Williams.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all having me. Appreciate it.
What is the most famous player to wear number 33 for the Cowboys?
Tony Dorsett, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't know. Some guys don't know.
I'm not gonna stink.
Did you know before you got here?
Before I got here, I didn't know, but as soon as I got the number, I found out real quick.
Okay. Yeah. Did you see the Ricky Bobby clip recently?
Nah, what happened? I ain't see.
You know what that is?
Nah.
Okay. Well, we were hearing Shoddy was talking during the press conference saying that he swore during the post-game prayer. And then some guys didn't know why.
I didn't know that's what the movie was called, but yeah, I seen it. The dude from Elf.
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell, yeah.
Okay, so
I know what he's talking about.
So he did play that for you guys?
Yeah, he played in the team meeting. Yep.
So he had to like explain why did I swear during like.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said he banned from post game prayer now though.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you never played for Mac, right?
Mac Brown?
Yeah.
I did.
You did? Okay. I knew he came back. Like, so what years?
I played Larry Fedora. I played with him my first year. And then I had Coach Brown for 2 years.
Got it.
And I left my junior year.
Running back factory during that time.
Yeah, for sure.
That had to have been fun.
So you committed to Fedora, and he got fired. And then how do you find out they're bringing in Mac Brown?
And what was your reaction?
Like, UNC was my only offer coming out of high school. So, like, in North Carolina, the way they do it, if you make it to the state championship, you either play at UNC, Chapel Hill, NC State, or Wake Forest. So my senior year, we played at Chapel Hill. And, like, first play of the game, I scored, like, 80-yard touchdown. And right after the game, Coach Fedora came up to me. He was like, you want to spend the weekend in Chapel Hill? I was like, let's do it. And then that Sunday, he offered me. He was like, you want to be a Tar Heel? I signed the paper saying that.
Wow.
Yeah. Chapel Hill always been my dream school, just growing up in North Carolina. But I was really finna go there just for school, like just to be a student. But when I got there, and I was probably like 6, 7 on the depth chart. And it was my first time being away from home all the time. So my mom came and picked me up every Friday and took me back home. Then she came and dropped me off on Sunday for the start of the week. So I never really got used to the college experience, and it was different. I didn't really want to be there my first year because I wasn't playing. It really wasn't fun at all. But as time went on, I started to learn and got an understanding of it. I mean, I started playing more, it became fun, and then my junior year, I started seeing my name pop up on like Twitter and things, draft boards. I'm like, oh, this might be real. I might actually got a chance.
And then why did you come out after your junior year?
Honestly, I just seen like I said, the draft boards and things, and then talking to agents and stuff. They was predicting. It was like, you could go here, you can go here. I'm like, shoot, I might as well leave. It ain't no point in coming back and like
not much better position you could put yourself in.
If they tell you top 2 rounds for a running back, you're kind of a fool to stick around at that point, especially pre-NIL.
Facts.
How do you think about just how people regard the running back now?
Yeah, I mean, if you're just a running back, I feel like you don't really hold that much value anymore. Like if all you can do is just run the ball and just like bang into people, bruise, do this and that. I feel like you gotta be able to catch, you gotta be able to protect the quarterback, and then you just gotta be a smart football player overall. Like don't just run into stuff. Like you gotta be able to make plays. They want playmakers. I don't feel like they just want running backs.
Yeah, and that's a great way to put it. It's always been confusing to me that you have a third down back, and it's like, all right, well, this guy's pass pro, this guy can catch passes, and I'm like, I'd like that on the first 2 downs too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They just want the whole thing, the whole package. Yeah.
I was gonna ask you about the combine because it is just how fast can you run, your shuttle, your bench press, and none of that equates to a good running back. Because like I saw your 40 time. 4.5 something, but then I watch you run away from guys on the field all the time.
Yeah.
So training for the combine, was it completely different than how you prepared yourself for an actual game?
Oh yeah. Training for the combine, it's like 6 weeks of just like you said, doing everything you're doing. It's no like, I mean, you might do football drills once a week, but other than that, it's training for the shuttle, bench pressing, training for your vert, doing this, doing that, and then when you get on the field, like you said, none of that don't matter. It's all about angles. Like, you could be as fast as you want, but if I'm running that way and you running full speed and I just stop and go back the other way, it's like you can't stop and catch me. So, I mean, you just got to be smart, like I said.
You met Jerry?
You need to meet her.
Jerry Jones?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I met him.
What was that like? What was your impression before you got here of him?
I really thought he was, like mean. Like, just the way everybody talk about him, I thought he was, like, mean, like, stuck up and, like, rude and like that. But, like, when I first met him, I'm like, oh, dang, he down to earth. Like,
the most normal billionaire in the world.
Like, he humble. Like, I'm like, I guess he just everybody get a bad rap with the media, so I guess you can't judge a book by the cover.
What's intentionality mean to you?
Intentionality.
Doesn't Shotty say that a lot?
He do. I mean, just be genuine. Like, be intentional. Don't just say stuff or do stuff just because. I mean, like, if you do something or say something, actually mean it. Mean what you say and say what you mean.
Okay, we would not fit in on the Cowboys.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. We appreciate you stopping by.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all.
What is this, an infomercial?
It could be if I wanted it to be. What are you going to do about it?
I'm going to kick your ass, buddy. Okay, so where I am right now is on the edge. We're edging the Cowboys practice field. I am in the VIP area. This is VIP fans, and I'm looking at a couple of how did you guys get in here? Can I ask you what's your bit, man?
My buddy, or my old boss, he hooked it up for us. So that's how we got in.
Okay, that's pretty sweet. You got a mini helmet?
Yeah, I got a helmet. Brought it from home, so hoping to get a couple autographs.
Who are you looking for?
Parsons.
We were close to getting him last year, and then
they'd love to get a signature from him.
Twice now. Yeah. So Parsons is the goal.
The Cowboys also want a signature from Michael Parsons right now.
Yeah, I know. I know.
What are we doing?
I have zero idea. I hear it all the time at work, bro. And it's just, it's getting old.
What's the problem with
what I mean?
Why is it going like this?
I want Parsons, and I don't know. I mean, what else has he got to prove?
Right. Yeah. Why is what's the hang up? What are we doing here?
Well, Jack, he likes to, stir the pot a little bit. So I'm pretty sure that's what he's doing. I mean, we did it with, Lamb, last year? So.
Yeah. It makes news.
Did they know about that Jerry's new kid came out like 2 years ago?
We're the talk of the town like always. So
that was in the news.
Do you live here? No, we live in Santa Clarita. Is that not here? No. It's like like 30. Oh, Santa Clarita.
South, yeah.
The Santa Clarita diet, is that a thing? It's not like an old TV show.
It is an old TV show, yeah.
Okay.
But some memes came out of that one.
Yeah. Okay. Pretty sure. All right.
Is this a YouTube channel? Where are you guys from?
Don't patronize us.
Dumbzone.
Be nice.
Okay. Are we going to be on something that we can watch?
We're on live right now.
They're patronizing us.
Live, what's popping?
You guys are
Your
real
acuity
I
is
don't know
about to
if
go to
you're
the moon.
To show you a little bit, but
Sorry,
there's
I
a little
forgot
bit
Dan's
of
doing
it right
stuff.
there.
Me
You
too.
can see it.
You have legit cowboy tattoos, a helmet.
Wow.
Yeah, a star. Originally from El Paso, Texas, but
Yeah.
born here. Raised here, in Oxnard.
Yep.
Raised in Oxnard.
Yeah, raised in Oxnard, but I'm from El Paso, but I got family all throughout Joshua, Texas, right outside Dallas.
That's
So you
nice.
got
Wow.
Just
you got
ask him the question.
Texas in your blood.
Yes,
Everyone's
I do.
wondering.
Yes, I do. It's in my blood, yeah. And I've been a Cowboy fan since 1970. That's the year I was born. I used to see my uncle
weren't a
break
fan
TVs, and
the
I
day you
would see
were
the star. And it was Roger Staubach back
Just
in the
ask him
days.
if you're Mexican,
back
are
in
you
Texas,
allowed
yeah.
to like a different football?
Oh, yeah, I'm a hardcore Cowboy fan.
Now are you of Hispanic heritage?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Are you allowed to, being of Hispanic heritage, are you allowed to be a fan of any of your team?
There's your volume.
You know what? In our family, you're not allowed. You're either a Cowboy fan or you're no fan. You better not say you're.
Does he call them the Commanders or
other
Redskins?
sports team fan.
Yeah. What does he think of that?
You got to be a Cowboy fan in our family.
What do you call the team from Washington? What nickname do you like to use for them?
I still call them the Deadskin.
Yeah.
And for me,
Intern Henry's birthday of the day. Let's get to it.
All right. So that annoying little shit that did the vlog with Trayvon Diggs.
Oh.
Neon's 21.
What's his name again?
Neon.
What?
He's a streamer. He's done. CD's been on his show. Trayvon's been on his show, and they'll go hang out with him for like 8 hours and just stream the whole thing. He seems special needs. Is there like a whole lane of special needs kids on YouTube and Instagram that? Because it was that kid, the Texans fan. Remember Sneeko?
Stretch?
Snitch?
Stitch?
Yeah.
Stretch.
Sketch.
Last night we went to Malibu.
Sorta.
To the Boo.
Is anyone doing the Boo?
2 cars because I come with that. There's a tag on me. I've made this bed over the years, and it's very comfortable. I like it. We got to have 2 cars because Dan's probably going to leave early. Oh, now that it's all written into the contract, this is great. It used to be it was like a work my way out. But you do it enough times, and all of a sudden, you're the guy who leaves early.
It's on your rider sheet.
Let's go.
Yeah, and like any time Dan is making a decision like that, if you just buy in, you're going to get to reap some of the benefits rather than being like, God, why does he have to have everything his way? Just get on board, bud, because there's going to be fruit for everyone. Of course, we need 2 cars. I wouldn't say that.
It's everybody's way, though. You guys wanted to stay, and you have your own car.
And also, like, just in general, even though I'm not leave early guy, I do like options. I always like to feel like we have some options. Yeah. And if you have 1 car with more than 1 person, options are limited.
And you need that person who leaves early and doesn't talk much, because when you stay late, you look like the hero.
We had a great time. We stuck around. It was Cafe Habana?
Habana, yeah. Not Havana.
Right. In Malibu, Chef Jamal.
Chef Jamal, we've known him for years. He worked there many years ago. Then I think he went to Vegas. Then he came back here. And
this is the spot that we used to go at the Ticket. They still go, I believe. And we used to see Cuba Gooding Jr. there all the time. And as I told you guys, I think I've been there twice. He was there once. And when he showed up as like a verified Me Too'er, not like a light one, I was not surprised. He had an aggressive female approach.
That you got to see?
Oh, yeah. And on top of that, I I witnessed that. I witnessed what happened in public, where he's being led out of the courthouse all sad sack in his like busted suit. It's a great meme. And then about 6 months ago, my wife was in Miami, and she just sent me a picture of her and Cuba Gooding Jr. at the bar, face to face, like cheek to cheek. And I'm like, he's trying to hit it. And she's like, yeah, he's hammered. He's everywhere in this bar.
He's really talented.
See, that goes to Donovan.
Did he go full though? Did he?
Yeah, that was excellent. Radio was a great movie.
Donovan and Twiggy's bit on the, what is it, celebrity?
The pass?
The hall pass, yeah.
Randall Cobb.
Because it's not. No, but it's not fair.
No, Stevie Franchise is the funniest one. Randall Cobb is on there too, Blue Eyes.
But he's got a great bit, and I want to steal it, which is, your wife. Let's say Cuba Gooding was somehow on her list. She could actually pull that off.
No doubt.
But if you have
Sydney Sweeney
or Stormy Daniels or somebody on your list, you're not going to pull that off. Like there's no way you'd ever pull that off. And that's the difference. That's another way the white man is kept down. I don't know where racism got into it, but
certainly
the male. The male has been kept down far too long. We need to get our territory back.
I know. It's like our favorite things, like the NFL, are becoming less and less popular and pushed out of the culture.
Right. No, all the kneeling.
They're putting a broad behind home plate.
Well, that's back in the mix now for play, I guess. When's she back up? Today?
Not soon enough.
Not soon enough.
No, she's probably another day or two.
So we're up here at Cafe Habana, and the thing used to be karaoke. On Wednesday nights, we would come up here. I'd actually never had dinner there. This is where you might have seen Tony the Engineer do karaoke once upon a time and kind of swing the mic in a penis performance, like swinging it around.
It was amazing.
And so it's a good time when karaoke gets going, but apparently they don't do it anymore regularly.
COVID kind of killed it.
Yeah, so they were doing it last night basically because we were there. Which meant the pressure got turned up on Blake.
Yeah.
And it's not all on Blake. If I wanted Blake to do it, I should have done it. But I was kind of testing can I do karaoke without alcohol? And last night the answer was no.
I never have, and I wasn't going to.
But I
wasn't going to be there long enough for karaoke to start anyway.
I think had I been there and it was a bar and it was a midnight and everybody was drinking, I would have been able to do it. But what we got was some ladies that were doing like Miley Cyrus every 5 minutes.
But midnight is 2 a.m. and
right,
you had to get up at 4 a.m. or whatever for your kid, right?
I did, yes, I did. But we were there. We had a 4.5-hour dinner, and it was worth every bite.
Yeah, it was great. I had salmon for breakfast as well.
I saw that, and because
I warmed it up downstairs.
We took to go, and there was no. Did you eat some of that salad, or did you go broccoli?
I went broccoli.
Okay, good. I didn't smell it. Thanks, bud.
Yeah.
Huge.
Thank you, Chef Jamal. And
we really were pushing 8 Mile hard on Blake. And there was a little twinkle in his eye where I thought we had a shot at it.
Yeah, I fold under peer pressure.
And let me tell you what he means
feel like
by
I'm
peer
letting
pressure.
You down.
Oh, let me tell you what he means when he says peer pressure. Now the race can into the mix. There was a table of black guys next to us, and Blake was worried he'd look stupid.
Well, no. Because Jamal asked me, like, okay, what's the song that you just belt out in your car? And I was like, well, it's not Eminem as much as my 15-year-old self loved it. It's probably Kanye.
And I told Blake he wasn't allowed to do Kanye because even though, we're independent, he could make a mistake that could cost us.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's not worth it.
No, I told him before it. If I did anything, I'd do Gone. And I'd do it with Blake. And I'd make him sing the N-word part. So when I do leave, Clayton jumped up pretty quick. Like, I'm going with Dan. I was like, oh, okay. So now it's the Dan and Clayton show driving home.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And
little get to know each other time, little fellowship.
Well, here's the thing. So I don't mind having some fellowship and getting to know them. But I actually had planned, I want to listen to Shoddy's press conference today so I can mark some times, and then when I get up in the morning, it'll be easy to find it and, edit it. That's the process, folks. That's behind the curtains. It's very exciting. So, and I'm driving back with Clayton. Clayton, you need to know this, has been the belle of this camp for other engineers. People are walking by our tent like, wow.
And his best performance came today.
Before we get to that, Dan's like, oh, people are walking by saying, wow. The people that walked by yesterday and stopped and said, wow, were Jerry Jones and the president of Fox Sports.
Jerry Jones.
Like, I was confused because it was while we were talking to Sam Williams, and Jerry just stops at the tent and he's staring directly at me. But he's got sunglasses on. I got a headset on. I don't know what he's saying, but he's gesturing at our tent. And I'm like, does he want to come on? And when he leaves, it's like, no, it was just him stopping by to admire your production
He
setup.
thought the setup was incredible. The DLLS people are extremely envious. There's a freaking national network thing next to us that has like a phone set up to video. This is a major anyway, Clayton is a genius. He's brilliant. He's an engineer du jour, or of the year, whatever. The point is, so now I'm wanting to listen to Shoddy on the way home. But I'm me, and I can't figure out how to get it to play through the car.
This is where this is headed?
Hold on, though. Don't worry. I got Clayton sitting next to me. This will certainly be no problem.
Oh, I love it.
So how long do you think it took till Clayton just gave up and just decided it's not going to work?
Pretty
quickly.
Pretty quickly.
Yeah, because
way too quickly.
Because we were outside of business hours.
You
I'm like, well, I have the genius next to Jerry Jones was just fawning over.
Hey,
I hand him this, and I'm like, you know what? Who can do that?
We've started a service ticket, okay, and we'll get back to you.
Yeah,
that you're not catching him at that time.
I was speechless, Clayton. I was dumbfounded at what happened here.
So we get in the car.
Okay.
Rebuttal.
And Dan goes, well, let me just get started driving.
Right.
And I don't know if...
Because you were tired.
You don't know what modern cars do.
This is the holdup here? You don't understand that you have to stop and turn the car off?
When you're driving, it won't let you do all of the things in the infotainment center because you're driving.
So you thought I'll tell him that tomorrow morning? After we drive home, and,
let's play
and
this
he's
through.
watching me. Now I'm listening to Shoddy, holding the phone to my ear, trying to drive. I'm on this windy road. I'm weaving in and out of traffic. We're going.
So I'm gonna have to step in for the boys here. So let's play this through where he's like, stop the car, pull over, turn it off. Like just on the freeway or anywhere you would have been. You would have done it.
We had barely started.
But I can understand why he would have been hesitant to say that to you. But it is also odd that you don't know this.
All I know is usually I just stick the wire in my phone and I can hit. It's like then it'll show, do you want the radio or do you want the phone or do you want the Sirius?
You have a decent chance relative to other things that can kill you of dying in a car because somebody was dicking with their phone. But they do some things to try to keep us alive by limiting what all you can do with your phone while the car is going 80 miles an hour.
Do you want to do a field trip talk for you?
Yes. So Dan and I got here last Friday, and on Saturday night, made a trip into Hollywood. And I had been told by a few listeners, Chris, Crypto Chris, and a couple of other people, that Jurassic Park, the original film, would be shown on a screen at the Hollywood Bowl, iconic venue that I'd never been to, and that the LA Philharmonic would play John Williams' original soundtrack from the movie while the movie was playing on the screen.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that the movie would be playing on the screen.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like you were watching an orchestra play music from...
No, so
Jurassic
you're up.
Park.
You can start just rolling through pictures.
This is the original movie,
Clayton.
you say?
Yeah, I recently went and saw the new movie, and it was pretty mid. But yeah, so you can see the Hollywood Bowl in the background there. I went with my friend Eric and his wife, Miho. I think that's her name and not like a word they use for wife in Japanese. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
No, I actually didn't even put that together, but they actually dressed up for the movie, and they dressed up as Dr. Sadler and Dr. Grant, and they flipped their genders, so that was a nice play for everyone in the crowd. People stopping to take pictures with them. They went all out. They brought first of all, they're in costume. Now, the one problem here is that I was not aware of the costume, and I'm wearing a black hoodie, and it kind of looks like I'm trying to be Goldblum, and I just went, like, extremely half-assed. So some people were like, is he supposed to be in it? It's just awkward.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't you want to be Goldblum? I
definitely would, but I also never wore 88 when I played football because I know I didn't deserve it. I'm not Goldblum. But so...
Boy, there's a lot of people here for this.
It was full. It was completely sold out. If you've never been to the Hollywood Bowl, it's one of those, you just should go if you're here, like for anything. Matt Grimm's been a bunch of times living out here, but I mean, it's incredible. It's like Red Rocks in that it's open when there's no venues going on. It's up in the mountain, up in the hills. You got to go up all manner of staircases. You're like, it's elevation. Your ears are popping. And then, yeah, I had no idea what to expect. The screen's pretty small, but it's the orchestra, right? And I don't know if this is true or not. I didn't look it up. But I feel like if music is being played live as opposed to the exact same music coming through a PA, I feel like my body feels it different. Like I can feel sound waves coming off of like live music, even though they're mic'd. I know that might sound ridiculous, but if you close your eyes and breathe, like when you're seeing a symphony, you feel like you can like breathe what they're doing. I think it's different.
I didn't do a good job of putting this into words, but I felt the same at Red Rocks.
Yeah.
Because the orchestra somehow it just felt it was reverberating off the rocks, and it just felt different.
You can feel that they're playing live. And the cool thing was, obviously, you're not going to do this for every movie, but this is an iconic soundtrack. Not just the main theme, but the whole song, the whole movie, the score it's iconic. And they apparently do this like once a year.
So they somehow have a movie, you can hear the dialogue?
Yeah, and they've stripped the music.
Okay.
They've stripped the music, and it's obviously very cool when they're doing big, sweeping things, like wide, but also just when they're kind of playing the tense music throughout throughout the movie, it gets you Dude, I've seen this movie 50 times, but it was like the first time.
I think that's extremely impressive.
Drawing you back in.
That they're able to do that.
You brought tissues?
So, Miho brought tissues for us. She's been to this before. She brought tissues. She brought...
for what?
In case either one of us cried, and I got very close. And she did. And she brought...
She cried?
I've cried watching this movie before, dude. Because you know what it is? I still think about the first time I saw this movie when I was 8 years old, and it was like... It changed. I don't know. It was mind blowing to me, the possibility of like what could happen. And then also, if you think back on it, like Fern Gully, movies like this, they're clearly planting the seed for like, fuck corporate America. They're gonna screw everything up. Nature is what's real. Like the whole movie's about big companies are going to try to make money off this beautiful natural thing. And that's just a blueprint for life that they're handing you. So I was hooked. The dinosaurs, you're hooked. So yes, I will cry sometimes because I'm a gash. But here's the intro. So you just...
That would be cool to see
That coming
live.
right at you is like the screen's just like dinosaur. You're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And you're pretty far away, but they have screens for the symphony too, and they're all just... So, it was really, really cool. And there's... It's an interesting crowd. Okay? So, obviously, big dork factor. Big time, right? But... Jurassic Park is for everyone. All languages. The people in front of me did not speak English in their conversations with one another. But the guy knew every word of the movie. Big Latino guy. And he knew every single word. He could do every voice. He didn't, but it was clear that he could when he wanted to.
Okay, I was about to say he didn't translate the entire time.
He pretty close.
Oh, that's annoying.
Everybody was loving it. Seriously.
What?
There's no amount of being into Jurassic Park where people were going to be like, that guy's super into Jurassic Park.
No, but I'm saying
everyone could just be you know what I mean? There was
he's
no.
talking the entire time.
Dude, somebody could have walked in there dressed as like a velociraptor. Like, and people would have thought, king of the castle.
This was another real late night for you, right?
So we went.
Didn't you go eat dinner after?
Yes, we went
show?
to.
Who are these people?
They're people who live in L.A. and don't have kids. And you know what's cool is like, kind of lame, but I remember when we'd be out here or we'd be at the Super Bowl and Gordon would be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go in and hang out with my friend in L.A." And the concept of that for someone who didn't drink was insane to me. I was like, "You're gonna do what? He's gonna go hang out, like at a restaurant or a bar? What do you like?" I didn't because you didn't do that. You're like, "Yeah, I don't drink." So I go to my room and hang out by myself. I'm like, well, that's what I would
feeling,
do.
Yeah.
That's what I would do if I didn't drink.
Especially if you're out with a bunch of other people who are drinking.
Yeah, but now it's like, so the show was at 7, and it was going to be very hard to eat dinner before that. So we had like an 11 o'clock ramen dinner. And I left at 1 and got back at like 2:30.
So 11 p.m. L.A. time.
Yeah, me and her.
So the first day that we're here, your body is still on Texas time. You were eating a full dinner at 1 a.m.
Yes. A full dinner of ramen.
This guy, can you believe how much he's eaten on this
I
trip?
ate the same amount that an adult male and an adult female ate at that setting. But yes, no, I've been on a power
at that
hustle.
setting. But you're at 5 or 6 times, 5 or 6 meals a day.
I'm at dinner with you, and
let me tell you
see
boys something. As bad as it's been, when we get done here today, there's nothing we have to do until be at the airport tomorrow. There's no come back out for the field. There's no prep. There's no edit. We need 3 more meals. Pete's tomorrow morning.
I'm in for that.
There you go.
Well, we're definitely going to Spencer McKenzie's once more.
Yes.
Because I haven't been there in over 24 hours. And I'm
you're
getting
in
the shakes.
withdrawals.
I think Matt Grimm won the Spencer McKenzie's.
He definitely did. I would like
How many?
Froyo one more time.
Oh, just 4?
So the other day we went to Spencer's at like 3:30 local, and then you had pizza at 6-ish, and then ice cream at 11.
Didn't he eat 4 of the Yasso bars?
I don't know.
Wow,
that was the other night, like 4 Yasso
I
bars,
ate
and then a
one
couple
Yasso bar
hours
a
later was the Ben and Jerry's and the Reese's ice cream order.
And
then you had a Popeyes around 11 the other night.
Yeah,
that's right.
You know,
I don't
I'm
understand
sorry.
how you do that.
I guess, you know what? I'm sorry. I was mistaken. I thought I was hanging with the boys.
Well, I didn't get an offer of, hey, do you want anything from DoorDash? It seemed like that was kind of a solo move.
You were in bed.
I was just
and
hoping.
you're a liar. I offered you a chicken sandwich the other day.
I was just hoping I would get a Yasso bar
Yeah,
when I woke
after the
up.
DoorDash got there, you said, do you want this spicy chicken sandwich? I wasn't offered on the front end of what can I get.
Well, it was a BOGO. I was taking this is insane.
But you would think, Dan, like at midnight,
I was showing.
Like, what is something non-acidic I could eat that settles my stomach? No, how about the spiciest chicken this place can offer?
It was ghost pepper as well. You were asleep, well asleep. Trust me.
No, I'm not.
How about that? Go ahead.
I'm not here to.
I know.
Judge you.
You're a friend.
I'm here to lift you up because your eating performance this week is godlike.
Let me tell you something. That's the thing. You know how much that shit like right there means to me. I know I was built to play offensive line.
Well, and that's a big man.
My bones and body just didn't work out for it. That's me.
No, I wish I could eat like you.
A big man who loves ordering
can't.
DoorDash fast food and knows all the deals just said that he's in awe of
That
how much
means
you're eating.
a lot to me. Dude, and I'm going to destroy this afternoon. Send me your request and I'll eat it.
Joining us now is the great Sam Williams. Big Sam.
What's up, everybody?
As his socials will inform you. And a big happy moment at the end of practice today with a pick 6.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet. You make Cowboy fans real happy and mad a little bit. So I was down on the other end where you were running to, and so you're going nuts. Everybody's going crazy, but I didn't see how it started. And I said, "What happened? Was it a fumble?" He said, "Pick six," and I said, "Who threw it?" And then the guy's like, "The usual, Dak." Like he was all mad. So it's tough to be a Cowboy fan when watching practice because you're beating your own team.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Iron sharpen iron.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a pick six in a game?
Nah.
Never.
Not college, anything? Not high school?
Mm-mm.
What'd you do in high school? Did you just play defense?
I played. It was nose my senior year. That was my first year playing football.
That was your first year playing football?
Mm-hmm.
How come?
Oh, I was a hooper.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I was playing basketball.
Second round draft pick. You looked good the first couple of years, and then it looked like you were kind of getting a little, dare I say, momentum at the end of year two, racking up some sacks at the end there. And then it all comes crashing down last year, right? At about this time.
I mean, some people say it came crashing down, but I say it all came together. I needed that. And seeing my film from now and then, it's night and day. And the way I approach the game, the way I care for the game, and the way I just try to prepare myself and try to become a pro every day. I feel like I needed that injury because I missed it. We take a lot of things for granted, but when it's taken away from you, you can see like how much it means and how much you need it. You know what I mean? So I feel like I wouldn't call it a downfall at all. I'll call it a needed moment. Because it was just a moment. I'm back.
I read an article that Clarence did on you about that whole time away, and I love the perspective. Especially at your age, to have something like that happen, you could get reeled down. But to take it as a moment to reassess everything, and then not to get like too personal, but I read in his article like, hey, I had to learn about myself. I had to learn about the people around me. I started going to therapy and this and that. There was one quote in there that really stuck out to me because it's something I had to deal with, which was like having conversations with close friends and family that you kind of need to change what they are in your life.
Right.
And I was in a position where I was like, I don't know how to do that. And people are like, what do you go to therapy for? I'm like, because they tell me how to tell my family you got to chill a little bit.
Yeah.
So is that like part of what you learned there? It's like people that have been with you your whole life, you love them, but you're like, things have to change a little bit.
And it's just a point of what a therapist, he's, what's it called, unbiased. Right. So he's not showing favoritism to me. He's not showing favoritism to this particular family member, friend, whatever. He's not. So he just give you real advice. It's not a command. It's not like you should do this. He'll just give me advice. The advice, I take it and I apply it to my situation. You know what I mean? So it's
tools.
Yeah.
It's tools. And yeah, like the first time you have like a conversation with that, like some of your family like that, they're like, what is happening? I'm like, I'm talking to you like an adult. And it's just, that's how I had to learn. It was cool to see that's how you had to learn. So how old's your son?
He's I got 2 kids, 4 and 1.
4 and 1.
Well, almost 2 and 5.
Okay. So I imagine that complicates the rehab a little bit. Like you're just dad mode at the same time.
Yeah. When I first got my surgery, I tried to be that, but having a 1-year-old and a 4-year-old, they want to play, and it came down to where they always like hit my legs and stuff. But they didn't understand that it was hurt. That
you're Superman.
Yeah, in their eyes, yeah. So that was my, I want to say, most depressing moments when I had to tell my kids I couldn't play, or where I had to go in the room and they stay in the living room because they want to jump on me and stuff. Especially like the first couple of months when I just had surgery, it was pretty tough. So funny story is, my mom, she was there. It was on the 21st. I got the surgery. The 20th, the 21st, I got released to go back home. And my kids was over there, and my 4-year-old, he wanted to go to the park really bad. So I got up, crutched like 3 blocks away to the park, first day out of surgery, and I regretted it. But my mom, she talked to me, and she was like, some things you just can't do. I made it to the park, but when I got to the park, man, it was bad. So they had to go get the car and bring me back to the house. But yeah, that's probably was the worst part of this whole injury, just being not able to like be that Superman for my kids.
Well, I think it's awesome you take the positive out of it too, because they'll get a lot more out of that in the long run than anything else. I think it's awesome. The first time your coach was asked about you, I love listening to a new Cowboy coach talk because I don't know, I get tired of him quick. But in the first year, I love it. And he was asked, "Hey, how's Sam doing? When's he going to be back?"
And when do you expect him to maybe be able to work back in with the team?
Yeah, biceps look huge. I mean, his arms. No, he's doing great.
What is that?
He's
okay,
right.
Yeah,
He's right.
Biceps look you so great. Your coach thinks you're ripped.
Yeah, they were tiny before you got injured.
The first couple months I couldn't do legs, so it's straight upper body and core. Yeah,
let's get it, Johnny Bravo.
And you're talking about like 4 months of just straight upper body.
Can you call him anything but Shoddy, or
we want to mix it up?
We're trying to get tactical Shoddy going.
I just be like coach. I call all on coach.
You're from Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Born in Mobile. Did you ever live in Mobile?
No, I never lived in Mobile.
Okay. Are you familiar with the Alabama Leprechaun?
No.
Okay, that was a Mobile thing. Are you familiar? So then you went to Montgomery, and that's where you grew up?
No, I grew up in this small, it's like a village called Verbena, Alabama. It's in the middle of Prattville and Clinton.
I've heard of Clinton.
Yeah, so Clinton, Alabama. It's small. Like we still got dirt roads and all that. Like me and my brother, so how our house was, it was like this house and it was like this big field. Me and my brother, so we only got like a couple pair of shoes for school, so we couldn't like play with our shoes outside. So me and my brother will go in the field. We'll pick up like rocks and sticks, and we'll chase rabbits. We'll chase deer.
So Alabama.
And we'll like sometimes you believe it or not, we caught a few things. Like we'll corner it. I think that's why I'm fast.
That's like Rocky style, chasing the chicken or whatever. That's like.
And then like when we'll be at church and like all the kids go outside and play, and like mind you, we on dirt roads, but we can't mess up our shoes. We'll take our shoes, socks, and run on the dirt road race. It was crazy.
Well, we wish you well for this year. We're expecting huge things. I think double-digit sacks. Is
Your
that right?
biceps
What are we
look
doing
massive.
Here? Your biceps are big. Shoddy was correct.
Thanks, man. We appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate your time. That is the great Sam Williams, everybody. Are we going to get his birthday of the day today?
I don't know.
Jeez.
Why are you shaking your
boys
head?
are
Let's get him.
exhausted.
I want Henry. Just get
Don't
Henry.
be another
dude.
Moxie.
It's not going to be hard.
Today's Tommy Fleetwood's birthday.
Let's get Henry. We got to get
He's 2
him.
for 2 this week, but don't you want to keep that average at 100?
No, I want Henry.
All right.
Thanks, Matt. Juice Man.
If the stream goes down, it's because of Henry.
Yes. Yeah.
I thought we.
What's up, L4G?
I thought I got to buy this real expensive thing so to make sure the stream doesn't go down anymore.
Well, the stream is up because of that expensive thing.
Oh. Now, are we doing Henry? Because I have a birthday of the day.
We got to say goodbye to Ham to make room for Henry.
Oh.
So this will totally pay off. See ya, Ham.
Bye, Heart Attack
Bye,
Man.
Heart
I'm
Attack
sorry.
Man.
Oh, bye, guys.
Yep. See
I
ya.
don't know why we have to do this. So now you have, because
So
you
we
can
gotta-
only call
'cause
Henry.
we got to make room. Because
All
I
right. Well,
can
then
only
I'll do our Dumb Zone birthday of the day. This is for you, Blake.
Okay.
She is 78. Known for her romance novels that focus on successful women navigating family and career challenges,
Nora
Danielle
Roberts.
Steele.
Wow.
Oh, great.
The GOAT.
Danielle Steele
Been slicking up housewives for decades.
is 78. And Blake.
Oh, yeah.
He's been slicking up Blake.
Yeah.
She has. Joining us now for our Intern Henry birthday of the day is Intern Henry.
What's up, dudes?
Hen dog. Henny. What's up, player? What do you got for us?
All right. Continuing the trend of
Why do women
annoying
put plates
social
on
media.
walls? I don't get it.
It's insane behavior.
So you're at your.
I feel like it started in China.
This is your parents' house, of course. You don't have a house with.
No, yeah, I'm sitting at the kitchen table.
What should we do here? Let's put this decorative plate on the wall.
Insane.
Yeah,
what's up on that mom? Get that
where
mom
is
in
Mom?
this bitch.
Bring Mom over. Let's say hi to her.
She's at work. I wish.
Hell yeah, working woman.
No,
Hell yeah.
she's
She knows
sitting
how
in the
hard it
living
is
room
out
right
here.
now. He just
Damn.
won't
All I
do
got
it.
is this midget.
We don't use that word, Henry. We're not barstool, bud.
Is your dog's name Midget?
No, it's Biscuit.
Oh.
Family dog. Look at this. All right, let's move.
What's your birthday?
Jesus, Blake.
Okay.
Henry's killing
like
it, bro.
I said, continuing the annoying social media guy trend, Bryce Hall is 26.
Ah, running back, Iowa State.
That's Brees Hall.
Oh.
No.
I've seen this kid.
He's just awful.
6.7 on IG.
What's his bit?
Being a kid who has like that haircut. Followed by
And he
Des
was
Bryant,
really
Tim
big.
Dillon, and Johnny Manziel among the people I follow.
Of course.
And he's gotten better, but he was especially bad when TikTok and like Vine were like when TikTok was kicking off and when Vine was ending, he was doing all the gay dances and stuff.
It appears also the lane for these guys is to box, right? Here he is.
Yeah, because he's got abs.
Yeah.
And a tattoo.
And more money than everyone here combined will ever have. That's a good birthday, Henry.
Thanks, man.
That is a good birthday. I'm sorry that Blake and Clayton, really in particular, were trying to keep you off today's show.
Well, the bio note for his birthday was, I don't know, he's pretty annoying and he does gay dances.
There's a significant portion of the population who knows who this young man is. That's the objective.
Are any of them
birthday.
our listeners?
No, that's intern Henry
But that's
is
the point.
drawing listeners.
Right.
It's this guy's birthday that you haven't heard of and will never see.
We have
Audience- there's people in the
22-year-olds
audience who know.
in droves are right now.
Especially
They're subscribing.
females.
ordering floors
ladies.
for their house.
Hey, this show knows Bryce Hall's birthday. Let's sub.
Henry, I think you're doing a great job. What's next?
Okay, but Blake, if I did something way
Don't
more
fight him.
niche, if I
All
did
right.
it for you.
Thank you for joining us, everybody. Intern Henry.
We'll see you Monday.
Maybe.
We will see you Monday. Bring mom. It's bring your mom to work day on Monday.
Right.
By the way,
You act like I won't. I would do it.
you act like we'd be upset with that. That'd be awesome, bro. Don't bring your dad. That's just that's a C block. All right, then. I guess we're done. Let's go eat some burritos.
To Spencer's.
Thanks go to the Cowboys, too, for having us here, and Tad Carper and Whitney Faulkner, and who else? Bront, perhaps. We could thank them.
Heck yeah. Trent, Brandon, Banger, Lucy's are on the way. I got the whole staff hooked. Adios, mofo.
We gotta go before this becomes a zoo.
Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe and type for my name if you want to watch more of my videos.
Our pros are the nicest. We've got the best prices at Flooring Direct.
Why?